All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Wednesday Night Fights, episode 42. And this, I guess this is late. This is late October. I was gonna say middle, but I forgot how late in October it is. Anyway, but yeah, we're out here playing some SoulCalibur, and helping me out on some commentary for tonight, I have the wonderful, intelligent, and fantastic JJJ. How are you doing?
I'm all of those things.
Indeed. That's why
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I said it.
Welcome everybody to
no
Wednesday Night Fights. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of SoulCalibur 6 matches on Parsec today. We have people like Jimbo Nader. We have people like Sozu Lion. There's other ones too.
It's a bunch. There's a lot. Incendiate's out here. Zeph is here. Grøh's, Vocal Evolution, YoRHa.
Machine Gun Kills, having his name in all caps always freaks me out.
Yeah, it's one of those. That's one of those aesthetic choices that I'm not mad at, but I wouldn't choose it personally.
He used to be a player. I don't know if even when he's going to come back, but he would always talk in all caps. Like whenever you would be in like A-Way Run Chat or anything. And
I remember that.
Yeah, and I really didn't like it at all.
Though it's funny, the one time I interacted with him, I ran into him on ranked. He gave me like 6 games, just whooped me, and then like I went back into the character Discord and I messaged him like, hey, thanks for the games, and he very just calmly responded was like, oh yeah, no problem, good GGs, and then like totally normal, and that was it. I was like, wait, I thought he was not here, and then I looked up something else like a day later, and it was just like, yeah, him talking about like bananas or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, we do have our Matcherino, as we always do for tonight. So if you've never done it before, I'm going to give the quick explanation, as I always do. Exclamation Matcherino will bring up the link into my Twitch chat, where you can click on the link. You can then sign in or create your Matcherino account. It's free and easy to do. Once you got that going, you can go down to the blue claim code button and click it like so, and it adds a free 25 cents to the prize pool for tonight. That money goes straight to our top 3 players. So if you could use those codes, everyone in chat, I would very much appreciate it. You may also, if you choose, click the orange contribute button, and then from your own wallet via PayPal, you can donate a custom amount into the bracket as well, which again only supports our top 3 players. And everyone out here, we all know everyone needs the help and support to do whatever it is they'll be doing, and especially because these players are playing some pretty good SoulCalibur and providing some entertainment for us. So if you could spare a few bucks to send their way, they would appreciate it, and I would appreciate your generosity as well, because I don't know, I like it when people are generous. It's nice.
It's also good for you in terms of like your reputation with Matcherino to have the places where they give you codes. You want to hit a certain benchmark in order for it to feel like it was worthwhile to give you codes.
Yes, exactly. I don't know how much that has changed, because I got my Matcherino partnership stuff. I mean, like way back.
Ooh, la-di-da.
So it was, yeah, but the application
I should have worn my
process,
fancy dress.
You could. I bet it probably looks really nice.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I would imagine that. But yeah, I think the process and how it works it's a little bit different now. So, but I don't keep up too much. I just, as long as things are working, I'm happy. Just leave it at that.
If I ever run any kind of event that will have a Matcherino, I guess I'll either have to talk to you or SabinDeus to see if I can get something that would involve codes. Maybe if I ever run another slip-out tournament on Parsec.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm always down and available to help out for that, because I can make Matcherinos very easily. Wait, who was the other one? I forget.
I've always questioned whether I should do another slip-out tournament. I did 3 of them.
I feel like when the time feels right, it's worth it.
I lost a good amount of money on the last one. I'll need to make it so that doesn't happen next time.
Yeah. Some planning can help.
That's entirely on me. That was just me getting overly excited about stuff. Because TwoSwords was being very generous. And before the tournament was even starting, we hit our Matcherino goal for like the prizes. And so I was like, let me come up with like stretch goals so that we can give more prizes to other people. And he kept hitting it, and I was like, oh my god, this is great. And I didn't factor in the fact that like there's this additional shipping cost for shipping to like 8 different people.
Oh,
different prizes.
I remember that now. Yeah.
That's on me. But I also just don't know how a slip-out tournament is really supposed to work if I'm streaming, because it feels like my options are I just set it up like you would with a regular SoulCalibur tournament, right? Where it's just open-ended, whomever arrives is who arrives. But if that happens, then we would have to have like multiple servers set up at the same time. Otherwise, people are going to be waiting like an hour and a half to get their match on stream. Who knows how many people would actually be showing up? Even if it's just 8 people, that can be the case. But then you also have slip-out matches happening off-stream. That seems weird. That seems like a weird thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I always had that problem. I mean, just with here too, because I always want to get as many matches on stream as I can. But there are limitations. But there are ways around that, sort of, through like VOD recording and whatnot. But enough about that, though. We do have our first match coming up. We're going to see TwoSwords going against YoRHa. YoRHa not trying out the Tira to start today, going back straight to the 2B.
Yeah, kind of a shame. I would feel like Tira would be a very good choice. Probably one of the best characters in the game at dealing with Yoshi.
Yeah, incredible movement, really good backstep, very long-reaching, annoying moves. But
yeah, it's really just the buttons. It's really just like that's really the way that you kill Yoshi, right? It's just by forcing him to try and get in places where he's not necessarily the best. We're getting a pretty fantastic while rising to go off the start. That's not going to be a ring out, but it almost was sort of close. It was such tippy-tip range on the aggression shift A+B that the rest of the combo didn't work. Now Yoshi is the one who has the issues with reverse ring outs.
Oh
no, it's too slow. Yeah. But does it too stubby? Ah, that's too bad. Oh, but it's 2B. Oh, that's good. Okay.
That was a little risky.
I gotta say, I'm really happy that a Yoshi player has to deal with somebody's reversal edge lurching them forward so much that they don't get their traditional punish. I don't feel bad for you at all, Yoshi.
I can feel that. Oh, the 4K knocking around the air.
That was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, 4K is like the Mitsu 4K, where he's like then does like the rest of the string where he puts his sword down. He guesses correctly. Yoshi with all the life in the world. That's almost gonna do it. I feel like if TwoSwords just stays calm and collected, we should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, just a quick 3K mix-up. With an I-10 AA, it's, when you have that sliver of a health, it makes things really terrifying.
Honestly, if Gold YoRHa can't win on this stage, then I don't know what to tell you, man, because this is probably Yoshi's weakest stage. So it's going to be really tough. Wow, what a conversion! This guy is prepared for catching 2B out of the air. That is some prepared stuff right there.
They don't call him Tutu Bobby for nothing.
I didn't even know that's what he was called.
It's one of his many names.
I hate people who have multiple names. Anyway. This is all TwoSwords right now. Guesses correctly on that. Okay, so it is 2B Soul Charge. This is something that you can do stuff, but I feel like we're going to see a flash. Yeah.
You know, I like commentating with you, Jay.
Why?
Because you just are so smart.
Well, I mean, that's really tough, right? It could have been a Yoshi AA, it could have been Reversal Edge. It's really tough, but when Yoshi players, yeah, when Yoshi wants to pull something like that off, what they do is flash. That's like always what they do. Yeah. You know, I have an S rank.
You do.
Anyway. Now, if there's ever a time to be in this stage positioning against Yoshi, it is when he has no meter. But unfortunately, Gold YoRHa is not really getting... Okay, trying to go for the reverse ring out there. Well, it's more of a forward ring out. Wow, nice It was such a good choice to try and cancel the aggression shit, and it just didn't work. We're doing fancy schmancy stuff now. I honestly don't know what 2B could have done about that at that point. Maybe staying on the ground, but, I mean, why would you do that in a spot like that?
Yeah, it's too much. Okay. Aggression shift K, sort of.
There it is. Oh, nothing. That was the moment, man. You got to be doing stuff. All this like, only two things have really happened in this matchup so far. Either they've been scrapping back and forth, where Yoshi is either winning the exchanges, or they're kind of going even, or Yoshi is in the driver's seat, like in places like this, and getting loads of damage. Not getting any of those kinds of whiff punishes, which is exactly what 2B wants to do in a matchup like this. That's going to be killer. Now, okay, you're not dead to flash, so...
Oh my,
wow, what a tech crouch. Gee whiz, dude. Just all over the place. That's not dead, I don't think. Ah, Twist Ice, go for it, yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's gonna be safe. Yoshi and red guard gauge. That was a trade off of the trade?
I know, I was like, wait a minute,
rude.
what? That was, That looked a little awkward, but okay, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that was a 6K trade into 6K. Okay, the fact that he's got... Oh, yeah, way too greedy. I think you're dead. No, you're not, because apparently that combo never works, but it was a fantastic reset by Gold YoRHa that was 100% intentional and cool. Wow, he just 4Bs when he has additional parts of the string? TwoSwords is such a jerk, dude. Boy, howdy. Okay, now 2B, or Yoshi isn't the only person who has combos in the air. Gets a huge damage.
Yeah, huge punish.
He's got Soul Charge, yeah.
Okay, yeah, smart from YoRHa to sort of Soul Charge back, try and get some of their impression back.
Played it more defensively, but I guess not. Okay, he gets the tech trap.
Yeah.
Okay, it actually combos this time. Don't get reverse rung out, dude. Okay, challenges. Now, how it's gonna be reverse ring out versus guard crush. Yeah, I definitely think that the play. I think he caught him.
Oh wow,
yeah.
he did.
Man, people told me that this CE sucks, and it honestly really doesn't.
That throw caught.
I think 3K. I was wrong.
Both died.
Okay, so it's a bar plus guard crush against no meter whatsoever. I like this idea a lot. I like going right into this. Now the problem is that you're in Yoshi's face and you haven't pressed a Soul Charge move yet. You cannot get the ring out, so I guess we're just gonna have to settle for a combo that takes 750 years to actually complete. Wow, these extra hits aren't doing any damage at all.
Yeah, that's scaled to the maximum.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But YoRHa's got the huge life lead now, plus the guard break, getting that bar meter working out. There it is.
He's got a life lead. I don't know if it's really that big compared to like Yoshi damage. Yeah, he's already made up for it and then some. And he has a bar. It's really going to come down to this guard crush. I don't think that's dead yet. He has to get up and press Soul Charge. Yeah. And now it's going to be about this guard crush. Wow, 4KB challenge. Oh, yuck.
Disrespect, my goodness.
Was that... I don't remember. Did he block the Soul Charge activation, or did he get hit by it?
I think he blocked it and got
pushed back. If he blocked
it,
I'm not surprised about the challenge. I think that's a perfectly reasonable challenge in a spot like that. If he got hit by it, no, that was a real jerk move.
Yeah, that shouldn't have. But yeah, I mean, I feel like YoRHa was really again trying to like very unsafely force a lot of the sort of his mix-ups and kind of like play the mix-up game back with Yoshi, and it was just sort of not working out. And
yeah, I don't think that's the way to play that matchup. Jimbo can correct me if I'm wrong, but if there's ever a way to play, if one has the ability to try and lame out Yoshi, that's kind of the way to go. Unless you're like Taki or Xianghua.
True, yeah.
Those might be the only two characters that aren't supposed to. Cassandra also isn't very good at it. Those are the only characters I can think of that would have to just scrap with Yoshi and are fine in doing so.
Wait, no, did we see? Wait, I thought we did. I'll do this one instead.
What happened?
Sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
Oh, okay.
The next match up on the stream. Some other stuff, and while as some other matches going off stream.
I like the fact that Jimbo. It looks like Jimbo got seeded over Incendiate, and I think that's cool.
Didn't Jimbo win last week?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I never get to see who wins these. I always end up falling asleep.
No, that's fair. Yeah, and then to find out who won, you usually have to go into the dregs of Twitter, and that's no fun.
Yeah, called X now.
Yeah.
That's got to be the dumbest marketing decision of all time, right?
I mean, yeah, but that's that dude's MO. Just making the worst.
Like, I really can't
ever.
think of anything that even comes close. Like, imagine Kleenex decides to completely change their name. Takes the entirety of their jargon out of the American zeitgeist.
Yeah,
that's just crazy to me.
Yeah, no, it would. I mean, there has just been too many decisions made within the company that I'm just insanely unhappy with, for multiple reasons. But yeah, that was one of the biggest. Is literally just you had like one of the biggest brands in the entire world, and you just killed it. And now everyone associates your brand with just terrible, terrible things.
Butterfly Joe is telling me that he's going to play Amy for me to criticize him. I will try to be as balanced and fair as I possibly can. There is one way that you can completely... There is one way that you can play that will completely check me out of your ability to play Amy, so we'll see what Butterfly Joe decides to do. I really hope he doesn't do it, because I will immediately become wholly disinterested.
Could be worse, could be a Mitsu mirror.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that it was two people who don't play Mitsu playing Mitsu. And it just felt silly. It felt difficult to... God, I don't remember... I don't know if I talked about it when it happened, but I remember there being a video of Spooky, who streams a lot of the Street Fighter stuff, and has been since Street Fighter 4, right? There was a time before Smug got into the scene, before a handful of the New York people got into the scene, where when it came to Street Fighter 4 locals every week in New York, it was basically like Sanford Kelly and Chris G in grand finals all the time.
Right.
And unbeknownst to me, as a layman, as a viewer, these people are just sharing the pot every single time. Like, they're not actually trying to win grand finals. Which makes it a much less interesting match to watch. And there was one point where they took it so unseriously that they both played, like, not even tertiary characters, just characters that you had never seen them play before. And Spooky was like, this is stupid. I'm not streaming this match. I'm literally going to pack up and go. If you guys want to just, like, you know, just to have your own grand finals, like, go ahead and do it. But I'm not going to waste my time or the viewers' time watching a match that clearly doesn't matter to you, clearly doesn't matter to anybody. Like, it's such a waste of time.
Yeah, that's... I mean, because there's an amount of, like, horsing around and playing around that can still be slightly entertaining, to a degree, and especially like a weekly setting where it's like, yeah, they're doing this every week, and it just keeps happening, whether or not, like, regardless of where their seat is or anything. Like, so, like, from the player perspective, like, yeah, just wanting to mess around and do something different does make sense, but there is, yeah, like...
Yeah, if you're just on your own and you want to do that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if the idea is having the viewers in mind,
yeah,
people who are potentially, especially nowadays, like when you have, like, a Matcherino and stuff, so, like, people are donating to the pots, I do feel like tournaments, people need to understand, as much as they probably dislike it, tournaments are not, especially online tournaments, especially tournaments that have, like, a high viewership and with Matcherino codes and stuff, tournaments are really not all that much about the players. It is about the viewing experience in general, which is one of the great things about, you know, Parsec, because Parsec is an overwhelmingly better experience than a traditional online tournament, seeing as how you don't have any .Caliber moments.
Yeah, the .Caliber definitely the biggest thing that I definitely don't miss about the netcode.
Yeah, just imagine somebody out of nowhere. In fact, I had this on my stream yesterday. Somebody apparently just bought SoulCalibur 6 because it's like $5 on Steam. So there are people who still show up sometimes to watch it and don't know anything about SoulCalibur. It's not just us, right? It's not just like the people who already know about it. Some people genuinely come into it and are interested in seeing what it's going to be like. And imagine they watch the whole ramp up of the next match. They're waiting 5 minutes, 10 minutes for the players to get in there and everything, and then finally when they're about to watch the match, people are just like, oh, it looks like we got kicked out, now we gotta, like, restart the lobby, we gotta bring everybody back, and it's like this additional 2, 3, 4 minute thing, and then with certain people sometimes it can, like, it can DC again, effectively, and so and then you have to and sometimes, you know, people will just be like, alright, well, we can't hold up the tournament for this amount of time, so we'll just have them play it out. No, I'm just, like, putting myself in the position of that guy who's like, hey, SoulCalibur 6 seems interesting, and it's cheap, why don't I go try it? Wow, this looks dumb. Even tournaments of this game, apparently the netcode is so bad that even with tournament gameplay, sometimes we literally just watch a menu for, like, 15 minutes. How could anybody think that is interesting? It's crazy to me.
You know what's arguably slightly... Well, okay, that one's also really annoying, but probably the one that bugs me the most. You're watching a stream for some major tournament event, it gets to grand finals, and then you get slapped with 3 minutes of ads right in the middle of the match.
Yeah.
That... I have words.
And that's even worse nowadays, because as far as I know, the way that Twitch ads work nowadays is like on a sliding scale through a partner program. Like the whole idea is, once you become a partner, like Twitch has the ability to analyze what your traditional viewership is like, and then they will just like put up this thing like, if you want, you can enroll in this program for like automated ads. You don't have to click a button to show an ad, and they're going to happen at set intervals of time. Meaning that like if you select to go into this program, it'll give you a sliding scale of like, this is the amount of ads you could stream per hour. And depending on how many ads you decide to choose, we will pay you a certain amount of money. And Twitch will pay you that money regardless of people are watching the ads, regardless of what your viewership is really like. So it's like this guaranteed money that Twitch is really incentivizing people to try and pull off. But some people will pick like 16 ads an hour, and so you're getting like a package of 8 ads per every like half hour, and it just makes the whole viewing experience really terrible. Now, if one of the programs is selected by the streamer for like a big tournament, they don't even have really the ability to remove it. They don't have the ability to get away from when the ads are going to be placed.
Yeah. And
they just kind of have to shrug their shoulders and hope it doesn't happen, in that kind of way.
I'm just more, I don't like the whole concept is, I mean, like a YouTube video like this were already recorded, where you're not watching it live. It's not, like you can go back, you can double things, or you can just wait for the ad to be over and then it picks up again. That stuff is not as bad versus when it's a live stream where going back is way more difficult and more frustrating. Like, that bugs me a lot. Anyway, so I've switched the matchup on stream because someone seems to be MIA. So we got Feremuntrus and Baka-des going against each other.
Baka-des, do I know that name?
They've been around before. They're New Mexico, I think, local.
Okay, well, it's a pretty fantastic GI whiff punish. I really like that. Something tells me he didn't want the jump B. I have found, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong with regards to like these particular matchups, but I find the Nightmare Armor actually does a pretty solid job of beating Zos 2-hit strings. Yeah, it was a pretty unfortunate whiff to allow him to get that lethal hit. It was exactly what Feremuntrus was angling for. Kind of funny to be thinking of Feremuntrus or Zasalamel being the forward ring-out character against Nightmare.
Right.
Not to say that his forward ring-outs are terrible or anything. He's getting like some not-so-great whiff punish opportunities right now. See, like, charged up strings like that, I'm pretty sure Nightmare has the ability to armor through. Oh, fantastic, tech crouch.
Yeah, it was really nice. He might be, it's been a while, he might be still getting used to the Parsec buffer and feeling a little bit, so some of the controls may be a little delayed, because he's getting some good sidesteps and reads, but that punishes, that's out! Oh, not quite! Yeah,
the movement is good. No, it's gonna, well, hey, if it wasn't for that second hit, I was about to be very confident. So he ends up getting the round anyway, but yeah, a little bit longer than we had expected. Yeah, he seems, overall, I think this is gonna be a matter of, just based on how these two people play, it's gonna be a matter of if Baka-des can overwhelm Feremuntrus with his aggression and how quickly he's making certain decisions, versus how Feremuntrus is gonna be able to, like, cool off the situation. You gotta watch out for it. It doesn't get anything out of that, and now you're in this room. Now you're like dead to like almost anything. Oh, this is very scary. Still not dead, but he's eaten about half of his life trying to get that last hit. Maybe one of the only situations where Zasalamel can use his CE as a whiff punish. That's not gonna be dead just yet, but now he's got a curse on top of things. Baka-des totally froze. The second that he got Feremuntrus over to the wall and realized that the character had the ability to reverse ring out, he had one additional opportunity on a GI whiff punish, and that was kind of it. Feremuntrus decided to make it very slow and very awkward. I think the slower that the gameplay goes, the better Feremuntrus is going to do.
Yeah, he's coming in. Feremuntrus is getting all the damage in the world. Nightmare has a bunch of meter that he can use to catch up.
Yeah, see this? That was a fantastic duck punish, but yeah, overall it just seems like Feremuntrus has really slowed this down. Now, we are talking about like 2 hits, and that's what you get for trying to perfect guard. Now he's got the unblockable. That's not the one I was thinking of.
Oh no!
Oh, well, it didn't end up working out, but when I said the unblockable, I meant the, the terror charge stance A plus B, I think it is, like 2B plus K, for like the wall hit. I wasn't thinking 2-2K, but hey,
Whatever works, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it did work. It gave him like a full combo. But overall, it seems... Oh, I really feel like Nightmare should have chosen a different stage. I think there's a handful of different stages that could have gone a little bit better for him, rather than something that's a little bit neutral. Because when it comes to the neutral kind of stuff, it really seems like Baka-des is having a tough time keeping up. Doing a lot of stance stuff. Somebody told me that they don't feel like that horizontal low is reactable, and that surprised me. Coming from somebody of my level of reactions, I'm surprised that I think that something is reactable when somebody else doesn't.
Yeah, it's not a move I don't get to practice very often against it, so it catches me more often than not.
Yeah, it's just the fact that it's in stance.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other move he has in that stance that looks like that. See what I mean?
Oh,
like, there's no other move that he has that looks like that and has that kind of timing. So, like, what else could it possibly be?
Oh, the 4-6
what a tech crouch.
Yeah, it was really good. Catches right underneath the AGA and gets him that round.
Yeah, the slight sidestep really helped out there, too. So, yeah, pretty good comeback. Baka-des is still keeping this close. It's just like when Feremuntrus is able to make it a lot slower of a match, Baka-des seems to have a little bit more trouble, especially when we get to the walls and the ring edges. Feremuntrus actually seems more comfortable with his back to the wall than Baka-des does in front of it. Oh. No.
Yeah, gets thrown out of his CE attempt.
Double grab broken. Baka-des still trying to... But wow, everybody's breaking every grab, including Feremuntrus actually breaking front, which is kind of crazy. Oh, it doesn't actually get it, but you kind of see what I was talking about with regards to the armor on these 2-hit strings. That's dead, dude. Yeah, now that's the one I was talking about. That's a lot better than 2K, my guy.
Ooh, get the tip range with the drill.
Ooh, getting a crouch grab, too. Terror charge versus all the meter in the world, plus
the armor.
Man, the armor can be such an irritating thing. I think it's the tech crouch there, too. Okay, that's not going to ring out, but now we have reversed our stage positionings. 100% confidence in ducking that A+B. Is he dead?
I don't think.
No, he's not. Okay.
That didn't even catch the wall, but it's going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, basically evens it up. Yeah, armor. Armor is really kind of being a tough thing for Feremuntrus to deal with here. Wow, gets the wall rising.
That's dead.
That's going to be it. Yeah, it seems like Feremuntrus is ever so slightly has a stronger clutch factor, which is a crazy thing to say about Feremuntrus.
Yeah. And it's funny because that you were mentioning the whole time the armor being a good option against him, and Zas really wasn't using the 3A string too much except for like a block punish, and all of a sudden he starts using it and just gets keeping armor to death.
Yeah, the 6A string too. Wow, ducks into it again. God, that move is so unfair.
Ooh.
Like, it forces you to want to sidestep, but will sometimes catch sidestep. And if you try to duck it, obviously you're like literally dead. Okay, 2 bars to 1. He's really trying to dig in here. Feremuntrus seems pissed. Feremuntrus seems irritated.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised how this match was going so far. Here he's using his soul charge, keeping his pressure against the wall. The 9K was a throw.
Oh man, if only he had gone for the jump K again. No! Oh, you lucky little monkey.
Zasalamel got them really big sidestep stance moves. Ooh.
Still has that bar. Still has that bar though. Okay, it didn't matter. Ended up catching the backstep. Actually, now that I think about it, caught the backstep with the 3A. If Nightmare had just continued to use armor moves, it could have gone a lot worse for him. But yeah, very scrambly.
Okay, there we go.
Feremuntrus did seem pretty in charge of most of the match, but Baka-des, again, keeping up in most situations. I just kind of wish that he was able to exert the tempo that he clearly wanted to play at for a lot longer. It seemed like the second that Feremuntrus was able to calm everything down and just make it play like a neutral kind of game where we're both just hitting really heavy hits, Feremuntrus was able to do significantly more damage than Nightmare was in that regard, so yeah.
Sorry, I am listening. I do very much agree with that. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard. You had a pretty good beat on sort of the whole match and what was going to win, what was going to do well, and when those things came out, it was sort of exactly as you said. So it's not really too much to add to it.
I'm a bit of a soothsayer.
A little bit. Can be very soothing.
I speak truth to power.
Fair enough. I'm trying to think of a transition of power to Matcherino. Chat, you
empower our players to be able to buy the food that they need to eat to survive. By
yeah, that's better. That's better than what I was going to say.
Claiming the codes in the Matcherino. I'm pretty sure, as is typically the case with Matcherino Wednesday night fights, the amount of people that are currently viewing the tournament far exceeds the amount of codes that we have. So if literally just half the people in the Twitch chat hit the claim code button, which it's literally just like 3 clicks, just like to log in and then claim code and then goodbye, and then we'll be all set.
Yeah, it's very, very easy. Costs you nothing. All you have to do is sign into a Matcherino account, which doesn't cost you anything. Matcherino does... I get no like spam email from Matcherino like ever. Like no.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I get updates from them every now and again, but honestly, I don't even think they do that.
It might be different for you because you're like partnered in it. Like for just like the average Joe Schmo who's just creating an account to hit claim code every once in a while, I never see them, and I guess if I did, they'd probably go into some sort of spam folder.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, most of the updates I get, it's actually through their Discord. So it's even that. So if you weren't really in their Discord, which also you can be, they do have a Discord which they help run events and information and some sort of help through. But yeah, Matcherino, they're really, really great. And they've helped support, I mean, not just our SoulCalibur scene, but I mean almost the entire FGC and even beyond that. They're a really great company. He's been doing a lot of great work full of a lot of great people. So I mean, take advantage of the great things that they've been doing. And shouts out to Manta for putting $5, as well as Palm Trees for also putting $5 into the pot. Currently sitting at $14.50. And again, that can go higher because there are still free codes to claim.
Speaking of which, Manta 2-1 over YoRHa going into winner's quarters. He's going to be going up against the person that we just saw win that previous match, Feremuntrus. You got TwoSwords, who we saw beat Gold YoRHa. He's going to be going up against Incendiate. Xephukai beating Machine Gun Kills, waiting for the winner of Sozu Lime versus Butterfly Joe. We also have ViolinPhantom against Jimbonator. Any chance we can see that match, or is that already happening?
That one's already on.
Okay. I think that would be hilarious. And then Archgraves versus Lucian for probably the 5th or 6th time. Okay, going back to that ad conversation we were talking about, have you been handling the YouTube anti-ad block tracker all that well?
I actually have not too much.
Because you don't watch a lot of YouTube, huh?
Actually, well, I actually do, but I think it's the current setup that I have already makes that not an issue for me.
Wow. Fancy schmancy. I'll probably have to talk to you about what your workaround is.
It is very easy. But yeah, but so the one I currently use, it does not.
Let me guess, you're about to say like it's very easy. All you had to do is pay for YouTube Premium.
No, I don't do that either. Though sometimes I think, well, I give enough money to YouTube, so they're fine. But
yeah, the workaround that I found has been okay, but I have to like refresh it like every few days, which irritates me for a handful of reasons. For one, the fact that I have to refresh it every few days means that clearly YouTube is attempting to keep me from being able to do that. And YouTube has a reputation of being renowned for not solving problems that the community brings to their attention. Like years will go by without them doing it, and it's like, wow, this is what happens when YouTube actually gives a shit about having to fix a problem, because this one actually directly makes them money. And it makes me feel like it feels very capitalistic dystopia. Just, it is yet another example of like, when was the last time you started using a service, started buying a product, maybe it was small when you started using it, and then as time goes on, it's never like, oh, now the product or service is better. Like, that never happens. It just becomes more expensive, the service gets worse, the quality degrades, because now they know that they've got you, and they have such a huge share of, like, everybody who does this kind of thing. They're like, we don't care about it anymore. we got you to use this thing, and now we're gonna try to take advantage. Like, it's never what you would hope, which is like, oh, I started using this thing when they were like really small, and now that they're really big, the service is a lot better for me, and I really like it more than I did when I first started it. Like, that never happens. It's always the other way around.
Yeah, it is very, very extremely rare, I think, yeah, for the opposite of what you're describing to happen. And I can't think of any situation I've had. I feel like there have been some for me. I'm just like between everything else going on in my mind, it's hard for me to speak up.
You're trying to lie to make it seem like it's not true, but it's true.
I'm just trying to give a fair argument to...
What I'm saying is fair. And
True.
saying what I'm saying isn't fair is actually the unfair thing.
All right, it looks like we've had unfortunate news, as I believe Jimbo Nader is a little caught up at work, so he's unfortunately going to have to go into the lower side of the bracket for a bit. But we're going to bring up now, because of that, ViolinPhantom versus Vocal Evolution.
Okay, so Grøh versus Amy. I honestly can't remember the last time I saw Lucian play against Grøh. This is a matchup that used to be in Amy's favor, but in my opinion has gone to a more neutral type of thing after the last patch. We will see if anything comes up.
Yeah, Grøh got some really good additions to his move kit in those last few patches.
Yeah, it wasn't anything specific in the last patch that made it go from 6-4 to 5-5. It was just the fact that Amy got a bunch of nerfs and Grøh got a bunch of buffs. And so just in general, it's a little bit harder to corral Grøh into a bad situation. Now, the fact that he has a huge lack of tech crouches kind of makes a big deal. Secondly, the fact that he tends to have to use 6A to try and corral Amy into a bad situation. And always when you have to use a high in order to, gear Amy towards a particular spacing you want, it's never a good sign. But his damage is a lot higher than Amy. His damage is a lot higher even, post getting red roses. So
his damage is pretty high compared to, a lot of the cast.
Yeah.
He can be very explosive in certain situations.
I have no idea what ViolinPhantom's anti-Amy is like. Alright, so we went all the way to the corner. We're not going to punish him -16 on block. That's a little bit scary. So it looks like Lucian is now going to be testing out ViolinPhantom's anti-Amy to see if he's aware of certain stance situations, certain plus frames. But it seems like ViolinPhantom is kind of doing the same thing. They're both kind of trying... Oh, it looks like if he had charged up the K on the Avenger BK, he could have gotten a ring out. It didn't end up mattering. But that being said, 4 red roses for Lucian is going to be a perfectly reasonable exchange for the first round. Yeah, see, now you've got 4 AA. Now you've got a perfect way of keeping Grøh from getting the ability to do almost anything. And immediately we're seeing an entire life bar melt away. I get the impression this is going to be a lot of both players just doing the most powerful things against each other that they can think of, rather than necessarily counterplaying each character. Speaking of which, we've got the first soul charge here. It still catches.
That goes half a mile.
Amy does build more bar.
One does too, but thankfully
wow. Can't believe that 3A was the choice there. Not spending any meter here is a bit questionable. I feel like it's a little bit late now, but we'll see if he can pull something out.
Yeah, the damage can still be done.
And now it's just dead to this incredibly good Oki. Wow, the jump beat actually didn't work. That was crazy.
Clash on the 2A. Trying the 9K to avoid the 4AA.
Technically speaking, Grøh's 4-4K -12. Technically speaking, he could have White Rose CE to solidify the round right there. But going for a 4AA is not the worst idea in the world when somebody is just at a light amount of minus.
Oh!
Okay, well, there you go.
Oh, being careful with the ring edge.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that that ended up working.
I guess I forgot how strong Amy's 2-2B is in that position.
Amy 2-2B is pretty good.
It is a very, very good move. I find it very annoying to deal with.
Little tiny hits. Now, one of the main ways that Lucian was able to get so many roses so quickly was a lot of run-up 1Bs in order to get his red roses. If ViolinPhantom can potentially check that a little bit more often, it could go a little bit better for him. Now, unfortunately, he's also falling for mid-parry shenanigans, and that's making it a lot worse. Ooh, 6-8 hold. Lucian 100% confident in what choices he's going to be making here. And gains the first round, has a full bar, and has red roses. That's very tough. At this point, you can 4AA, 3A, and AAA your way to victory almost in its entirety.
Oh, just runs up.
Okay.
Just goes for it.
Oh, that was fantastic. Duckly doesn't get a punish.
Ooh, the punch.
Oh, there it is. That's dead.
Oh, the bell!
Yeah. Wow, that did not do anywhere near as much damage as I thought it would. That's going to be a huge amount of damage. He's going to get a huge comeback here. Oh, interesting choice. Oh, he drops it in order to go for the 1B there and ends up getting the full comeback. Wow, that was kind of crazy. 6-8 hole, what presence of mind to get a reverse wall combo there. That was really smart stuff. Wow,
trying to
low
go
parry? That was good.
Yeah, immediately getting hit out by the low long traveling low. 2-2B gets the whiff punish. And coming in, using the tech crouch to work the highs. Again, the highs not really working out for ViolinPhantom.
Very scary to use highs in a situation like that. It really, I gotta say, ViolinPhantom seemed very unprepared for dealing with 1, tech crouches, and 2, mid parry. Like, that was classic. Something that I say a lot is that I don't find Amy to be much of an online character. Like, I don't find that she has moves that get better somehow when people play against her online. Like, she doesn't get any additional lows that, you know, some people might, like, roll their eyes about when they have to deal with an online. She's just kind of like a really good character, right? Mm-hmm. The main thing about Amy that becomes so much better in an online scenario versus an offline scenario is mid-parry A. Because you only have so many frames to try and catch the Amy opponent who has now whiffed a mid-parry before you're getting clipped. You only have, like, I think it's 13. So if you're there and you're simply sidestepping, waiting for the Amy mid-parry, the way you would for, like, a Geralt parry, or for just a GI or RE bait, right? And you finally see it and you think, now's my time. Online sometimes totally kills that opportunity by just having you get hit by mid-parry A anyway.
I see. Yeah.
It is the most frustrating thing to deal with about Amy that is, like, online specific. It doesn't, like, as long as your instincts and reads are sharp, in an offline environment, that doesn't really happen all that much.
I see. That makes sense.
Everything else about Amy is good online or offline, so.
Yeah, Amy is definitely a character I do have. I thought I had decent experience versus Amy, but I think it was such a long time ago, and it wasn't as comprehensive as I thought. Because there's definitely a lot of Amy's that I've played against, yours included, where I feel very lost in that matchup.
Oh yeah,
way more than I thought I did.
You also play Sophie, and that's not an easy matchup.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't too bad. Initially, I think
bad.
Back when Amy first came out, that's a lot of people thought it was like, yeah, well, Sophie has really good range and punishment, so it's not too bad.
The block punishment is really the only thing. Amy's range is actually better.
yeah, on a couple moves like the 2-2B and things like that.
I mean, you don't really need. You know, if we're talking about range, you don't really need anything else.
Right. But yeah,
it's one of the main reasons why I say that it's actually kind of funny to think about the fact that I think an optimal Amy playing against Killick is actually somebody who tries to lane out Killick. It's kind of counterintuitive considering the fact that overall you would say that the range is heavily in Amy's favor, but 2-2B completely changes that up. Your whip punishing is actually better than Killick, despite the fact that he's traditionally a longer range character. I assume this is Incendiate versus TwoSwords?
Yes, speaking of 2-2Bs.
Many 2-2Bs, especially on a stage like this. X is going to want to stay in the middle of the stage as much as possible. You're going to probably see TwoSwords trying to lame it out and play around the outskirts. Like I said, X may be one of the few characters that doesn't necessarily have the ability to utilize the weakness that Yoshi has in terms of his inability to deal with keep out. Actually, it seems like Yoshi is actually the better character at playing keep out here, what with the fact that he has a much better backdash.
Yeah, TwoSwords is a very strange player where, like, he can be one of the characters that's like, why is he making these decisions that are either getting him killed or just doing, like, absolute damage? And then the next second he'll just switch into, like, he just will press, like, 4 buttons against you for, like, 10 minutes.
This is a very interesting idea. I mean, I know that Incendiate sometimes does this, where he's just feeling a particular character, so that's the character he decides to play. But we all know that he has a character for this matchup. We know that, like, he already knows exactly the kind of character he's going to play against Yoshi for the most part. But perhaps these two have history that makes him feel like Ivy would not be the best choice. I'm not sure.
Could be, or yeah, I think he's just feeling the character right now, or again, sort of trying to prove something to himself or others, and you never know. But oh, geez, loses to throw 2 times in a row.
I appreciate so much of what just happened. One, I appreciate the sheer level of confidence that TwoSwords had going for double grab against X with CE when he was dead to it. And I also love the fact that out of anybody, it's Jordan that loses to, like, grab spam. Ooh, what a challenge! Actually, I guess that's not really all that meter efficient, is it? Oh, caught the 6A. I feel like he didn't want that 6A. I might be wrong. I feel like that was just like a buffering kind of thing. Does he decide to spend bar? Wait, he didn't get the kick. Is that like an intentional thing of not doing the kick and then just doing the CE raw? Does it do like more damage? I don't actually know. Yeah, he gets the 3A.
I'm not aware of that tech, if it exists.
Yeah, that was weird.
Maybe input error, Parsec, who knows?
Okay. Well, Butterfly Joe is telling me that it's actually intentional, so it's probably just doing more damage if he doesn't scale it with the additional hits. That makes sense. Gets a punish on X3B. Not a lot of people are prepared for that sort of thing, so good on him.
Yeah, well, TwoSwords is sitting with the life meters. Yep, he's got the Mar meter. If Incendiate whiffs anything, he can just kill him instantly, but just runs up, goes in for the grab.
Well, so the problem was that eventually Yoshi wasn't on the outskirts of the stage, so now X feels much more comfortable running in, because then he gets to do stuff like this, right? So I feel like the keep out game only works when he has the ability to potentially like do something like Doorknocker or 2-2B and ring X out. It looks like TwoSwords kind of like lost the rhythm and the rhyme of what he was doing in this round, so he got like that one punish on the 3B and basically didn't get to play for the rest of the round. Is he gonna try to play it? Okay.
Big call out.
La-di-da, Mr. Man. Got a backdash, we didn't actually get anything out of it. That kind of stinks. Trying to jump over the crybaby, not so much. Yeah, now he's just gonna try and stay back. But if he stays back towards the center of the stage, it's not as imposing. Like TwoSwords has to make sure that he is being lame for a particular purpose.
Okay,
the first X Soul Charge.
Yeah, but he goes to the Soul Charge instead, so... also rare to see Xianghua Soul Charge. Oh!
Huge amount of damage, but now we're in death range by Yoshi. Yeah, he has to be very careful here. Oh wait, he's out. Yeah.
There it goes.
You were wrong about one thing, Incendiate, so you ended up losing the round. I assume we're hard... Did he get a rematch?
Did he? Oh, not even a stage change.
This is classically what we like to call in the SoulCalibur community, a mistake. This is a mistake that Incendiate has made. I don't even care if he wins. This was a mistake. Like, this is not something he would do in an offline tournament. I am wholeheartedly convinced.
Yeah.
There's and if he did, then I would make fun of him for it afterwards. Ooh. Man, sometimes TwoSwords gets these opportunities for whip punishes, and he's just not able to capitalize on them. We need a little bit more. Sozu Line is probably one of the better Yoshi players at trying to get eke out those little backdash whip punishes with things like 4KB. TwoSwords really seems to go for bigger haymakers, going all the way to the back of the stage. This is exactly what we would expect from a Yoshi player. Ooh, I don't feel bad for you at all, dude. You were the architect of your own disaster there, bro.
I mean, he went for the cheeky stuff and ended up dying to something cheekier.
Don't kid a kidder. Oh, really trying to go for the ultra reads right now. Okay, cool. Now this is what I'm talking about, trying to get those back-to-back whiff punishes.
Yeah.
Yoshi is better at it than Xianghua is. So if we can see more of that, then we might see something. Little tiny scraps, but ooh, okie dokie, artichoke.
Really?
Now we're gonna go to the last game. Probably on the same stage. Watch, they're both listening to the commentary, and they're just like, let me do the exact opposite of what Jay wants me to do. And that'll make him look like a real bozo. Okay, hard rematch. Makes sense to me.
That is a slight staple for some players on WNF.
Yeah. Specifically to make me look like a jerk, yeah.
I mean, well, not even just you specifically, just all of us.
It's me specifically. You don't have to sugarcoat it. I know everybody here hates me. Fantastic backdash into the 3B. Does not get a punish on that 3B. Only minus 12.
Okay.
Popping away. It's a little bit of damage there. Oh, that sucks. He had it. I hate reversal edge specifically for that kind of thing where it's like you're trying to react to a movement and now you're gonna whiff punish because it obviously didn't hit you, and it takes a while for you to realize that it was actually a reversal edge that came out.
Well, it's gonna splat because he's up in the air.
Why did you go for Soul Charge here? That seems like a very interesting choice considering the fact that he was so heavily in the lead.
I'm not sure. Maybe it has something to do with the ring edge?
I guess he just realized, wait, hold on a second. Are we about to get this comeback? Wow. Vintage Yoshi setup there. Just ducking to bait a full crouch 3K block into the 4KB. That was really cool. That's some SE2 stuff right there.
Actually, I'm not sure. TwoSwords might have been playing in SE2. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
He's playing a lot of fighting games for a while.
Yeah, it's obviously transferred to like
other
games as well, but yeah. Oh, you're still in death range over there, Jordan. I think he's still dead to a 2-2B in a spot like this as well. That's why you're seeing so many grabs happen, because there's no way in the universe that you're ducking in a spot like this against Yoshi. Man, this is some scary stuff. This is just like looking down the eyes of the Lord right now, knowing that at any moment you could be smoked. Wow, what an interesting combo ender. Is that gonna kill? I think it's not.
It looks like it's scaling
a lot.
I'm
gonna say nope, nah, it is.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that did not scale as much as I thought. My goodness.
I feel like that always tends to happen with X combos, huh?
That's the curse. Is if you always doubt the XCE will kill, it ends up killing anyway.
I don't hope that TwoSwords just finds an opportunity to spend Soul Charge as soon as possible. See, I don't like this. I don't like the fact that we're just letting X game meter. Yeah, we did. People are spending Soul Charge a little bit too late for my liking. Okay, here we go. Crybaby ain't gonna do any good in a spot like this. So he just immediately gets up, bold. Braving the bold right here. Alright, Yoshi's Soul Charge did literally nothing there. Square rooted Jack. Bouncing with the I-10. Wow, what a sidestep. That's gonna do a huge amount of damage. Okay. X does not have a CE, and that's very important information to have here. Oh, he ends up living. Wow, it gets away from both?
The whole string?
The jump K?
Man, Xianghua is a character.
My goodness.
Oh no! That's gonna...
No, it's not gonna go. He needs one more. Oh, don't force it though. Oh, we didn't remember that he was in Soul Charge.
Oh no.
He can seriously evade both hits of 3 AP? Like on one stance transition? Alright. What the fuck, dude? That's so unfair.
She needs it.
That's honestly, in my opinion, more unfair than XCE. Wow, TwoSwords really went for the gusto there. Now he's got some bad stage positioning, could potentially lose his entire health lead here.
Good duck.
Nothing?
Get a punish. Oh my gosh, goes for the throw and step. Oh,
okay, that'll do it. Oh my god, TwoSwords, what are you doing to me, Mr. Man?
Yeah, can you please not?
You're going out of your way. If TwoSwords loses, if Jordan ends up winning this wasn't a match that Incendiate won. This was a match that TwoSwords lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is, I don't know what's going on right now. It's freaking me out.
You could have just taken the win condition, but no, you had to show off. Okay, blocks 2-2B.
It's perfectly reasonable to take that kind of a punish on it. But all of these are just reverse ring out opportunities. Oh, could have potentially had it. I don't think it would have rung out or anything. It would have just given him a lot of damage if he had spent the bar. Okay, immediately goes into X Soul Charge here. Makes sense. Yeah. Spending a little bit of bar to get away from X. Oh, I kind of wish he had held on to it at least a little bit longer. But it may not matter. He could just end up, like, causing all this damage. Ooh, that's gonna be close. No, that's not what he wanted. A jump K, I don't know so much against Crybaby. Yeah, now you're gonna have to deal with X Soul Charge. Not the worst thing in the world, but make sure not to get wrung out. Yeah, just going immediately back to the center of the stage. Oh my god, X strings. No, falls for the mid. But he doesn't have CE to end this now, and that's why we were comfortable going for the grab yet again to solidify the round, and TwoSwords wins winner's quarterfinals against Incendiate. Good presence of mind by TwoSwords in the last round. I think that round really showed, as much as we like to make jokes about how crazy X's meter is, notice how few opportunities Incendiate had to use meter. So X's ability to use meter to gain an advantage in the game was significantly lessened. And even though Incendiate had a huge meter advantage by the beginning of the last round, what Yoshi is able to pull off with significantly less meter is just so much more powerful.
Yeah, I felt like a lot of the times Incendiate was just sort of having to use meter to either force TwoSwords to use meter back, or just to, again, keep positioning to try and get the ring out, or hold them, put somewhere better. And because, yeah, there was not really any really good situation for XC to really kind of come into play. I think it was like the most Xianghua Soul Charges I've seen in one game in like a long time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously X's Soul Charge does like some stuff, but she loses it really, really quickly. She gets like a better like punish, and then you have like a handful of strings. Honestly speaking, if TwoSwords was more comfortable against X Soul Charge, like what the strings are, then you probably would have been able to stay in that position without spending meter as Yoshi, and just like, okay, I'll just eat X's Soul Charge, and then I'll just be the character in Soul Charge while my opponent's not. So I imagine, unless Jordan wants to be silly, that we will see Ivy the next time those two play, if that ends up being the case.
Or at least Geralt?
I don't know, maybe. I was never a big fan of that matchup, but Jordan has a different way of playing Geralt than I could have ever figured.
Yeah. One of the coolest things I always like to say about SoulCalibur is there's really a lot of room for expression through characters, because there's just so many players who just play all the characters differently.
Yeah, the characters have so many attacks.
Yeah,
there's like so many moves. You know?
Going back to the tweet that I ended up sort of getting into, I think it was off of a Viscount sort of tweet, but it was just like, yeah, it's like, yeah, like, how many of you know like your character's entire move list? And I was like, well, considering that literally just my A string move list is larger than like most 2D games for entire single characters, like I know like almost none of them.
Yeah, 2D games are so much more restrictive than games like this, both in terms of moveset and in terms of just, I mean, literally dimensions of movement and understanding, and wake up, because they all have like forced wake up, and like, okay, this is what you can do on wake up. You can either wake up slow or you can wake up fast, and that's it. And it's like, meanwhile, you've got a character like Voldo over here that has an entire game plan all unto his own when it comes to getting up off of the ground or not,
based on which direction he's facing.
Yeah, like,
yeah, it's kind of interesting. That was a big thing when I first started playing Strive, which was essentially my first 2D game, and I like saw the move list and I was like, wait, this is it?
This is it.
I was like, wow.
And a lot of the moves you're not even going to use.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Alright. Feremuntrus and Manta, Zas and Voldo. Did he just duck 6-6B? Anybody else see that?
I can't tell if my eyes are working right.
Feremuntrus just did 6-6B and Voldo like 100% just ducked it and was like, nah, dude. I don't have to worry about this. Manta getting way too GI happy. Man, This is a lot of times we've had Huang stage come up in this tournament. I feel like I never see the stage, and we've got it twice. Which is like a lot.
A little bit late on the hump GI punish. Gotta be a little bit quicker on that, but
Hump GI.
Manta will not stop pressing buttons and not hold the guard button instead and keeps dying for it.
Yeah, he ended up getting 2 GI crazy last time, and now we're getting 2 buttons heavy.
Yeah.
Is it going to be about trying to gain some guard damage from Manta? Is it going to be about just getting smacked up a lot? Yes, it will. Yeah. So this is a pretty good option, putting out hitboxes for a long time far away from you to try and deal with Manta Sprawl.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the, not like I think a Voldo specific thing, but more of a Manta specific like matchup that he just does not have fun with playing against Zasalamel, especially Feremuntrus sort of in general. Is just Manta does not get to do a lot of things he wants to do, and really should be holding the guard a lot more often, which he just does not like to do.
Does have what a punish! That was so. Now that's a guy who's prepared. Is Voldo dead? Yeah, totally. No, he's not. I lied.
Now he is.
I don't like how prepared Feremuntrus was for his combo to drop. I don't like the fact that, like, the millisecond that his attack whipped, he was already step ducking and, like, behind Voldo. I don't like somebody who can make 5 decisions off of something that should have been weird for you.
That has happened probably so many times during WNF that he's just like, you know what, I have to sit in the lab and figure this out, and he figured out some weird obscure answer, and now he just expects it to happen.
Alright, well, that is an awful lot of credit given to our Zos players.
These two play each other a lot in WNF, and especially with Manta on the screen, like, weird things just tend to happen. Oh no, he's moving around, that doesn't get thrown to the wall yet. There he goes.
There it is. He dead? No, he does not get the other wall bounce. He does have a curse on him, so he's basically dead in one hit. Yeah, you saw Feremuntrus going for it, so you know 4-6B is a-coming. Question is, like, how does Voldo even, like, counterplay something like that? I don't even know.
I still think more blocking would help.
Yeah, I just mean against 4-6B in general. It's like, if you know that Zos is going for the 4-6B for your curse, I don't really know what you do. It's not like you can, like, attack faster as Voldo.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, falls into it. I mean, didn't really need to spend meteor there, but he had the right call
I think
out.
it's fine. Yeah. Because, again, now you have Voldo dead to, like, 1 combo.
Yeah, and it's...
Oh, he could have had it there.
Yeah, he has the roundup. I mean, he got the perfect out of it. It's like he's going to have plenty of time to build up more meter.
Yeah, now he just has to deal with Voldo getting a guard crush using his meter. Though, that being said, we haven't really seen Manta get to use meter kind of at all in the set so far.
Oh, trying to get the
tried so hard.
Yeah.
Tried so hard to pull it off, but not so much. Oh, doesn't get his 2-2B punish. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, it's a little bit
punished
late.
There, though. I feel like Manta's the only person who actually uses that as, like, his stance transition when he's in Soul Charge.
Right.
Get that red guard gauge. Now it's going to be a matter of how Manta's going to use it. Oh, gets a huge combo. Wait, is he dead? No, he only gets the first hit.
Yeah, somehow saved by... Oh, no!
Really, got in his own head there. I think it was relatively obvious what Manta was going to be able to pull off there. Doesn't really have a low ring up. Wait, did he get caught?
Oh, okay.
No, he ends up getting the lethal hit there. Wow, okay.
Yeah, I feel like it was a little bit risky, but I think Manta hedged that bet a little bit better. I can't talk tonight, my goodness.
That's okay, I'm talking enough for the both of us.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Alright, it's gonna spend the soul charge.
Yeah, makes sense. Does he try? Oh, he's dead.
Just about. Got him.
Okay. Is he? No, he's in soul charge, so I think he might be dead to this Oki. Wow, that did so much damage. Oh my god.
Okay.
I don't think that the back turn A was intentional. I feel like that was a slight screw up, and it ended up working out for him. So now it's 2 bars versus guard crush time. Voldo's ability to get a guard crush and the amount of damage that he's going to get a guard crush are significantly limited due to the fact that he doesn't have meter, but it's still in the air. Like, he'll definitely do more than that if he gets, like, a good hit. Ooh, fantastic step. Nothing on the duck, he wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, it was just a quick twitch duck. Oh, look at they clashed on the hit there.
What a brutal trade for both characters. That was like an anime thing.
Yeah.
Okay, decides to spin the bar to get away from the stage positioning and keep away from, like, the Gar Crush. Ooh, gets a good amount of damage here. Now the Gar Crush is potentially not even going to come up. Ooh! Oh, it's down to this last hit. No, it's going to be already safe. Oh, the KK. So many decisions that were being made in a variety of those moments. It's really tough to tell what could have been done differently from either player. It was definitely very tense at the very end, very brutal.
Yeah, I think again like some weird specific player decisions, because again they've played each other a lot. I know Manta has sat down and labbed that matchup, and obviously I'd hope obviously Feremuntrus has sat down and labbed a couple of things as well. And so there's a lot of, you get those like those weird kind of like second guessing and triple guessing that's going on, because like, okay, I've played you before, I've seen this, I know this is probably going to come out, so I got to do this weird thing that I figured out, and it looks very kind of crazy and scrambly at times, but sometimes it's just like, well, they've just done this so many times, they kind of know certain things.
Yeah, in situations like that, it's always very difficult to commentate or analyze matches like that.
Right.
It's very familiar to, it's very similar to when Ender's J and Incendiate would play against each other all the time. Because it was always a situation of, they've played so much that we're looking at Yomi level 9000 rather than Yomi level 2, which is what we tend to see in a tournament gameplay. Because it's like more of like an I know that you know that I know that you know, so on and so forth. But because we aren't privy to that level of information that both players have on each other, it just looks like two people swinging around.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it gets kind of hard, because it's sort of the same thing. It's just like, well, I think they just made a kind of hard read on that, or maybe there's just some smart big brain tech that I'm just not privy to.
Yeah, in a way it's a hard read, because he probably wouldn't do that against another person playing the same character, which kind of goes back to what you were talking about before with regards to character expression. But that's really much more about the rhythms of a particular player.
Right. All right, we are going to continue. This is going to be the last one out of Winter's quarterfinal. This is going to be Xephukai versus Butterfly Joe.
Two people we haven't seen yet.
Yes.
We've certainly seen them in other Wednesday night fights before. I think Xephukai earlier was playing against Nova Mage to ramp up. I wonder if we're going to see more of Nova Mage.
I would be fun. Hope. I remember he was actually one of like the earlier players that I met, because I believe he was at NorCal Regionals back in 2019, which was my first FGC event ever, and also the last NorCal Regional. So I'm glad I got to go to the event. I'm sad it's no longer there, especially because that was like the last really big like actual major, at least in Northern California, actually in almost California in general.
Yeah, I never got to go to a NorCal regional.
Yeah, it was really cool. I got to meet a lot of people. I mean, I got to meet Linkors there. I'm trying to remember. There's a lot of good players.
Did I ever tell you I met Jeff Goldblum in Northern California?
Wait a minute.
Did I ever tell this story?
I feel like okay, I can't tell yes or if there's another Jeff Goldblum story you had that I'm mixing it up with.
I only have one Jeff Goldblum story.
Then I think I vaguely remember this one, but I don't know if I remember it in full.
I met him when I was a kid in San Francisco. My father and I were visiting our grandfather, who lives in said San Francisco. And I was a kid, I don't really remember like where in the city we were, but we were just in the city. And we see Jeff Goldblum, like we're just walking on the street, and Jeff Goldblum's walking, going the other direction, like going past us. And I recognize him from Jurassic Park. So I point up to him and I go, hey! And before I can do anything other than go, hey, he points back down to me and he goes, that's right, and he kept walking.
Yeah.
I wish I had the wherewithal to like, oh, I know him from Jurassic Park, so when he said that's right, I could have been like, God, I hate being right.
Oh my gosh, I'm misremembering how to spell Coliseum.
Oh, that's C-O-L-L?
C-O-L-E-S-I-U-M?
I'm sorry. I don't think there's an I.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, call
Well, you seem more on top of this than I am.
COLIS. Oh wait, no, hold on. There's 2 spellings. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with that.
Well, there's probably a lot of spellings depending on like which language that you're doing it in.
I don't know. Greek is a weird language.
We've got Xephukai on Sophie, Butterfly Joe on Amy. Oh, looks like you're out. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Now, I've seen Zeph play against a variety of Amy players. I have been one of said Amy players. More often than not, when he's played against me, he will go Xianghua. Sophie seems to be his pick for some other Amy players. I find that Amy actually does quite well in a matchup like this, in terms of everything that's not block punishment and wall combos. That tends to be the case. Playing it as slowly as you can and giving... Oof, just immediately stabbing.
Like, how am I supposed to like... Man, like he just Taz being and it works. My goodness.
Yeah. And Zeph has a particular way of playing a matchup like this, playing anti-Amy, as you can kind of tell right here, just like hard sidestepping, especially when the Amy player does not have roses yet. Now that he has roses, it might be a little bit harder to try and instill that kind of gameplay, but we'll see. Ooh, catches the 2-2-B. Yeah, it's force block and a good read on the GI. Pretty solid stuff. I mean, obviously not able to keep Butterfly Joe from getting his roses in perpetuity, but, you know, getting 2 rounds out of it before it was going to happen is a pretty big deal. Yeah, pretty big punishes at this point. Yep. You can always rely on Zeph to sidestep in most situations against Amy. It's a good punish. We're just kind of hanging back. Now, once Amy has red, one of the other major factors of this matchup is that Amy is actually able to play the keep-out version of this matchup significantly better than the other way around. Ooh, getting an RI. An immediate 2A! Oh, Zeph being a major jerk right now. We are delaying our attacks so much. It's like 15 different feints in a row. But then once they're actually... It's both of them have just decided we are either going to press 10 buttons a second or we're going to press 1 button in 10 seconds.
Yeah, super explosive. But yeah, Zeph doing, I think, I mean, really good counterplay, I guess, just sort of like avoiding a lot of like the parries in a lot of situations with his timings, which is something I've tried to do and I try to be aware of when I play it as well, but it's definitely, I mean, it's definitely not easy to do.
Doing a really good job of keeping Amy from getting the roses as well. I also want to mention, in case Butterfly Joe watches this back, I actually don't entirely agree with changing the stage in a spot like this. So one of the main things that Sophie is definitely better at than Amy is ringing out over small walls and getting huge wall combos on big walls. Like, Amy is fine in that regard, but Sophie's like so much better at it. And so I feel like having a huge stage for you to keep out in is better. Against somebody like Zeph,
oh my goodness,
that was such a good whip punish on clearly a button input error, but still really good. He GI'd immediately back. That was crazy. In case you guys don't know, Amy could have 4-4 K'd for a reverse ring out there.
I actually think, honestly, I think he's using that 2-2B plus K intentionally. It's a decent range move, and again, has the sidestep built in with a vertical attack to kind of keep Joe from pressing too many buttons. It might.
Yeah, sure, makes sense.
Yeah, there could be a good use to it. I could see it. Ooh, the low pair and the 1K.
Oh, that sucks. He could have gotten 2 roses out of that. Yeah, just, I mean, clearly Butterfly Joe is just starting out on Amy, so not going to necessarily have the execution all that much. Not really a whole lot of use out of 3A. Oh, it could have low parried there. Decides to get 1 rose. Oh! Zeph wasn't fully aware. We got a lot of scrippy scrappy going on right now. Yeah, that was supposed to be soul attack on top of things.
Yeah, 100%. Ooh, almost gets the side throw that would have killed.
Yeah, see like how much he is just constantly trying to sidestep in order to mitigate Amy's ability to get roses. That's like quintessential anti-Amy kind of stuff you'll see out of Xephukai. That's a good 2-2-B, and gets the mid. Very similar situation to what we had before. 2 rounds down, but actually gets the 4 full red roses. I always appreciate when somebody like Zeph comes on stream and is able to come within an inch of winning the game before Amy even becomes a full character. That way the people who think that getting red roses as Amy is like the easiest thing in the world can shut the hell up about it.
Ooh, nice stagger step forcing in the 2-2-B.
he went out of his way to do like the least amount of damage within said combo, which made me very scared that the scaling wasn't going to be very nice to him.
Oh no, try to whiff
that
punish.
stinks. Oh man.
Yeah, not
236 A plus B, pretty fantastic at this kind of thing. And it really, man, Zeph is so good at like, I really have to state that like Amy is better at what Zeph is doing than Sophie is. Like, Amy with Red Roses is able to keep out in a position like this significantly better, but like, you're seeing the sheer level of keep out that Sophie is able to, that Zeph is able to perpetuate here, despite the fact that Amy has stuff like 66B, 66A, 3A, and 4AA. Like, it's very impressive gameplay. Shows a very good sense of Amy's spacing and mix-up game, really trying to create the threat of the stab, because you see him constantly being active, constantly trying to do step ducks to try and deal with Amy 4AA, where Sophie, like, obviously, like, is one of the better characters at punishing that on block. You know, getting all of that kind of stuff all together, all the salient details of that matchup really kind of coming into sharp perspective in that kind of a match. So very impressive stuff.
Yeah, when you put Zeph in the driver's seat behind Sophie, like the matchup starts to look really skewed, and then you just gotta remember, it's like, no, Zeph's just very, very smart.
Yeah, the kind of spacing and the timing really, really frustrating the hell out of Butterfly Joe in a spot like that.
See, what server can I put them in? Oh, any of them. Okay, good to know.
Man, that bar that was stolen from the 236A plus B, that really was kind of the end of it, huh?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's... I mean, well, okay, I guess not necessarily using CE to try and whip punish that, but I'm a very big offender of like, oh, they whiffed a button, I get to punish, not realizing, wait, there are multiple hits to this string. I definitely get overzealous sometimes, occasionally, but it's something I'm trying to work on. And by work on, I mean I've just been playing Starfield.
Talk about.
Yeah, talk about working on at least. It's in my head at least. I have the concept there. And now I just need to actually play the game. That being said, playing on West Coast internet connection is easier said than done.
Yeah, I feel it feels really bad when I end up seeing Dre stream, where he has a very similar situation as to what I have, where, you know, you're just a SoulCalibur streamer, just trying to find people in ranked to play.
Yep.
And the difference being not only are his connections overall a lot worse, but also I can get matched up with EU people, which at the very least is content for the stream.
Mm-hmm.
But also, sometimes the connections are perfectly reasonable to play, and Zeph obviously can't get that at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets, I mean, there's a decent amount you can sometimes get, you can get some games and you can get some connections, but it is far more sparse, as there's just less players on the West in general. And the majority of player base is at least on the East Coast or into Europe and things like that. And there are several thousand miles and a giant mountain range in between you and I, and that it makes things a little bit more difficult for the internet to operate.
Yeah, that mountain range isn't that big.
Okay, actually, I lied. Isn't there like 3 different mountain ranges?
Rocky Mountains are mid, dude.
Okay.
In terms of height, they're better than the Appalachian Mountains, but the Appalachian Mountains are, like, really old. And I find that more impressive.
Aren't the Rocky Mountains also old?
No, not compared to the Appalachian Mountains. Like, not even close.
That's good to know.
Yeah, if you didn't know, the difference between the Appalachian Mountains and the Rocky Mountains is, like, absolutely insane. We're talking about a difference of like hundreds of millions of years, maybe even more. There are fossils within the Appalachian Mountains that show that the Appalachian Mountains are older than the concept of a spinal column.
What the hell?
Like before the concept of creatures being able to move upright. I think there's even I'll have to research it a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure that there is evidence that the Appalachian Mountains are older than fish. And that's insane. Because, you know, there's a portion of the Appalachian Mountains that have very similar physiology to some of the mountains that you'll also see in the UK, which means that that's the same mountain range. So it's the mountain range is supercontinental split.
Welcome to the stage of
I was gonna say, yeah, that is like, yeah, my brain trying to like wrap its head around that is struggling.
That's why, yeah, that's why the Rocky Mountains look like so impressive and jagged and everything, because they're young. Like, you know how young people young people can seem really impressive, but as you get older, they just look naive and stupid. It's like that, but with mountains.
I can see that.
Dude, I gotta say, I recently went to a world market specifically to get a variety of flavors of Kit Kat. You know how like you can get like there's like 50 different flavors of Kit Kats.
Yeah.
In Japan and stuff. So I got strawberry, and the strawberry ones were not that good. And then I got white chocolate ones, and they're very good.
Ooh.
And then there's another one that I'm looking to have that just have a picture of like a biscuit cracker on them. Hold on. What is the actual flavor of this?
Oh,
Kit Kat whole grain biscuit chocolate. That's what the other Kit Kat flavor is. Well, I don't know how that's going to work out, but we'll see.
I want to try that.
Well, you're too far away. I cannot give them to you.
You know what's crazy? My girlfriend literally just got back from Japan. I could have asked her, and that is a lethal hit.
Yeah, there you can get like all like the million different flavors of Kit Kats. That's not going to kill just yet, no.
Ooh, nice block on the low knee.
Fantastic duck. TwoSwords gonna be able to pull this out. He keeps trying to like do like some pretty fancy duck stuff, but it's not really working out all that much. Decide to RI here. Ooh, gets the 2A plus B. Alright. Wow. TwoSwords is really getting a lot of hay this tournament with just like trying to back up and getting 6/6A plus Bs as whip punches. That's pretty impressive. Oh no! I feel like if you got the just frame, that was it.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. Sometimes.
Yeah, so was the combo that he ended up getting on that curse.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we are still on the internet.
It is kind of insane just how much TwoSwords like disrespects strings and builds up like so much out of it. So that's not to RI that time. I find that interesting. Oh no, he's oh my god!
Oh, that's
oh what a calamity of errors that apparently secures the round for Feremuntrus. Okay. A lot of meter on TwoSwords aside. Doesn't want to be the person who goes over to the ring edge because the reverse ring up from Zas comparable. Ooh, gets the tech trap. Okay.
Full charge on that, no big deal. Oh, he
can be pretty big. Wow.
Didn't get the first wall hit, so the combo was a little awkward, but still got a lot of damage off of it.
A lot of awkwardness coming out of TwoSwords so far this game. Okay.
Well,
and
sometimes
that's the way it is.
And we're online. Sometimes reaction checks are going to work really well.
Can Zas 228 really be considered a reaction check? Like, it's that slow. Like, even for a guy like me, I'm like, wow, I would never get hit by that. Watch I say that, and then if I ever play against Feremuntrus again, that's exactly what happens. I can see 228 potentially catching you if you were actively trying to dash it online. But other than that, like, if you're just standing there, I don't know.
Okay, knocks him down with the 6A plus B. Ooh, tries to call out the Dragonfly shift, but...
Yeah, I think that's perfectly reasonable to try in a spot like that. It didn't come to fruition. TwoSwords ends up getting the first round.
That was not the input he wanted. Oh, gets caught backstepping.
Not really getting a lot out of his curses so far, but getting a lot in virtually every other aspect. Fantastic sidestep. Are we going to get like a different combo this time? Well, we got a different combo in the sense that it worked.
Yes.
So there's that.
Oh, good block with blade on the...
No, I don't actually think that you Do you get a wall rising B on full crouch 3K? I don't actually know.
I think he can have. I think I've seen that before, but I think it was just ever so slightly too late. I think it's very, very tight in terms of the recovery frames.
Like a frame type kind of thing. Now, is TwoSwords going to try to spend bar to try and secure this round? Maybe he would, maybe he won't. That's as a... It will be left to philosophizers in order to figure it out.
The world may never know.
Oh, I feel like that was supposed to be a wall rising A. He tried to like go for like a super like whip punish there. Not getting a whip punish on the GI either. TwoSwords having a tough time executionally right now. This is really the only way he's netted damage so far in the set. Is like wake up sidestep 6A plus B. Now Zas has a bar. We'll see. Okay, gets a good duck here. Fantastic momentum. He could try to kill here. Oh, nothing out of the punish. Decides to RI this time around. Goes for the immediate attack this time as opposed to before. He could have won off of the punish on the 3AB. Does he get anything? No, he doesn't. Oh, man. Feremuntrus really freaked out at the end there.
Yeah, I mean, he was holding on by a thread. Ooh, good there. 4KB whiff punish on the sidestep. Full sidestep avoids the CE.
What is his punish? Yes, okay. It's always important to... Okay, well, that ends up sucking, but it is important to note Zas CE whiffing is one of like the longest running things. You definitely don't want to just do like a traditional launcher. You want to make sure you're getting as much damage as possible there. That's alright again. Ooh, very scary. Gets a good sidestep. TwoSwords getting a fantastic amount of sidesteps against a character you're traditionally not able to sidestep against all that much. Like, that's really how he won that round, is sidestep 6A plus B, sidestep 3B, sidestep on the CE, all of that kind of stuff. And we get a very uneven stage, a stage we have not gotten in the tournament so far.
Yeah, TwoSwords is doing a good job getting in his opponent's head. Kind of letting him do the things that he kind of wants him to do. Okay,
also seems like he's very good at, like, improvising, which is not really something we see from SoulCalibur 6 players, especially. His ability to, like, allow spaghetti situations to happen and yet somehow not affect his ability to succeed is a pretty big deal. Oh no, I don't like the fact that he sidestepped towards the wall. Yeah, go over there. Huge amount of damage. Oh, went for the high. A little bit greedy by Feremuntrus here. I gotta say, Feremuntrus has had some fantastic defense against Yoshi traditional Oki. Like, he's been able to roll in certain spots, get up and sidestep in certain spots, mash and GI. I wonder what TwoSwords has to do in order to make that a little bit less successful. Well, just trading 2 A's here. Now he falls for the tech trap yet again. Oh, gets the duck but no punish. Okay, here we go. The combo actually works again. Side suspend bar, I like it, okay. See what I mean? Like he's getting out of dodge like every single time. Oh, you might as well just go with AA Brave Edge at this point. Feremuntrus doesn't have the meter to RI here. Oh wow, snipes him out of the air.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You can't whip that Dragonfly A against the Zasalamel with that move. He's already short at once.
Over here.
Yeah.
Wow, runs all the way over there. Okay, he gets another good sidestep. Feremuntrus always thinks, surely I've done enough horizontals to keep him from sidestepping, and the answer is always never. Oh, tried to go for another tech trap that I feel like I haven't seen. Oh, and that's going to be the round.
Yep.
If you will not get the reverse ring out, then I'll do it for you.
Okay, good. Takes the full crouch DK as the whiff punish.
Yeah, that was interesting. So many rolls from Feremuntrus. I'm surprised we're not seeing more 3Bs from TwoSwords. That's basically the move you have to use in spots like that as Yoshi to keep people from rolling, and it's a great option.
I still can't believe, again, the amount of sidestepping and spacing that TwoSwords has been getting in this matchup.
I can't believe it's not butter.
There's a little bit of butter spent using Brave Edge.
There it is.
It runs up, gets the throw.
Feremuntrus about to secure. Man, if only these wall rising punishments were a little bit higher. Oh, tried to go for a fantastic sidestep, very similar to what he's done past.
Oh, and the timing.
Did not work this time around. Feremuntrus secures it.
Yeah, things were getting a little scrambly. He's getting frustrated in some spots, but I think he sort of managed to kind of calm himself down in between a round, which is not easy to do with such little time. And he was able to take that one. So he's going to go on and sit in winner's final.
Feremuntrus in winners finals. I guess our next match will be Xephukai versus Lucian.
Yes, as I get some of the lower side matches going on first. Let's see. Yeah. Another match finish. Alright. As we're going, also let's see the Matcherino real quick. That's not how I spell it. There we go. Matcherino sitting. We got 29 at 25 sitting in our prize pool. Not bad. Big shout out to Jose Garcia putting in 775 or 8 total plus that. Kalen is a, in little words, I'm saying $5. I'm a
Guys, we gotta sharpen up our names. We can't be the underground community for a million years. Like we can't just say that kind of stuff anymore, man. It's 2023.
I'm used to kind of cover myself, like working in front of kids all the time.
Shoutouts to Sword Lord. Anybody remember him and what his name used to be? We'll talk about that later.
Oh no.
Oh no.
My Discord. Well, the Discord and Matcherino are not completely connected, so that's part of it. But either way, thank you for your $5 donation to the
It's also important to note, look at your Twitch name.
That too.
That doesn't help the argument.
Alright, oh, then another score. Okay, perfect. Sorry, there was one more score I was waiting on, and now I have it.
Now we have it.
Cool, so let's call this up. Let's get this bracket still moving.
Amy versus Sophie yet again, I would presume. I don't see there to be a reason. Now, Lucian and Zeph, I'm more familiar with the lengthy past they've had. I believe Lucian has beaten Zeph's Cassandra before. I feel like there is a chance that he's beaten his Sophie before, though I can't remember. I've gone over matches with Lucian in a variety of opportunities. It seems like Zeph goes Sophie the whole time, which is kind of funny because I still feel like X does better against Amy. But I feel like he has a particular way of playing Sophie that he finds is very successful against Amy players.
Yeah, especially with Zeph, because I mean, Zeph has mentioned it to me, I think both online and in person. Is I mean, he more so chooses characters sort of based on how he's feeling. I think maybe more recent years he's sort of changed his opinion as the meta has kind of shifted and changed. But I mean, he kind of just goes by feel. So it's like if he has the Sophia that's been working against pretty much every Amy player he's been going against, then that's what's going to be comfortable and easiest for him. So he's just going to stick with it. And sometimes that's just really what you need, is whatever's most comfortable and makes it easier for you. Even if the matchup doesn't necessarily, like, say it on paper.
Here I go.
But
Can I ask you an unrelated question?
you may.
What is your favorite cracker to use for eating cheese? Like, if you need something that's going to actually be spreadable, that you want to use the cheese for, what's the cracker that you go towards?
Honestly, I prefer very, very bland, just plain old water crackers.
Interesting. Wow.
Because I'm more interested
Really
in,
just making the cheese the star of the show.
yeah, the cheese, or especially like with like
Right.
charcuterie and like meat, like more of that, and the bread is just, it's just there to add crunch for me.
Right, exactly.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with that, but
I was just curious. So now we're going to see if Zeph is going to be able to pull off the exact same kind of counterplay, and this is what you're seeing as the counterplay to said counterplay from Sophie, which is basically the only way where Amy can quote-unquote guarantee a rose off of a horizontal attack. You're seeing 3A on counter hit, putting Amy at plus 10, which means that 6xB is not going to be steppable. And that's kind of how, when you're dealing with somebody who is sidestepping you to such a degree, that's how you end up beating it, is by getting roses off of stuff like that. Now, he's only gotten 2 so far, and unfortunately he does run into the 6xB, but you're seeing a certain level of difference in terms of comfortability already.
yeah, dealing with Taz on approach can be a little bit harrowing for some people just due to the mix-up, and he keeps falling for it.
Yeah. I keep going back and forth as to whether 6xb is like an online thing or not. Like whether it's slow enough that you're actually going to be able to like see it in time.
Yeah, I mean it's
So
in that range. What like I-22 is it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah. Oh, going for a mid parry now. That's one of the other things that Zeph is so incredibly good at. He is fantastic at mixing up his hit levels in a way that can be very frustrating for Amy players if they're trying to go for parries. Forcing Amy players to go for a traditional GI as opposed to anything else. Baits out the GI to get his 4. Wow, wake up stab. What a rude dude.
Classic.
Every
Zeph.
Amy player so far has taken the 3rd round to get roses. That's a very big deal.
Oh, there we go. Good punish.
Okay, besides suspend meter, this makes sense to me. Under a mid, no less. Okay, catches it, but he was not expecting it to actually connect, which is funny to think about. Okay, oh, he was still in soul charge. He could have gotten the soul charge combo. Oh, what in the hell was that? I assumed that was supposed to be a 2-2B, but he ended up getting a jumpy instead. That is gross.
Unfortunate. Unfortunately, how the cookie crumbles, though, so Lucian will just have to recover and try and make it up in this next round.
Yeah, I feel like the game plan that he had was good. It's just that he needs to make sure that he's not getting frustrated by Zeph's good pokes, and 2, just running into that 6xb as often as he has been pretty killer. Oh, getting a good block. Getting 1k blocks is so important for Amy in a matchup like this, because you actually can get a rose off of the block, and so it's really important to get that as much as you can. You see him going for that 6xb. Oh, gets a 6A as a whiff punish. That's interesting. They're just both scrapping. It's constantly scrapping, and Amy gets the round, but only 2 roses. So we'll see if he can somehow, if Zeph can keep his record of Amy doesn't get roses until the 3rd round.
I would say, I think that means already the record is improving a lot versus some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's lethal hit.
This is obviously the most successful we've seen Amy against Zeph so far this tournament.
Drop on the input there, unfortunately.
Oh, try to get that 2-2B. A little bit too easy to see the 2-2B in a spot like that. Nobody's really blocking any lows, which is much more of a problem for Zeph than it is for Lucian, as the punish that Sophie can get is significantly higher on 4A. Wow, doesn't end up getting... Nobody's punishing anything. Not getting the punish stab, nor are we getting a punish on said stab. But here we go. Gets a soul attack.
Takes in the 1k.
I like spending the meter. He had so much meter to spare. This is one of the other things that Amy is much better at than Sophie is. Just building meter. Oh, no low parry. That stinks.
The misinput? Possibly
Oh,
was
that's gonna be dead,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I find that, especially in Soul Charge, they will always go for that string, so I feel like going for a low parry there is, like, kind of always the way to go. Not to mention, 236A on block doesn't really provide Sophie the ability to, like, bait out the low parry and, like, get damage out of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is really where we're gonna see 4AAs getting blocked. Because if there's one way that Sophie can actually continue to keep up with the keep out of Amy, is by getting those stab punishes. And so we'll see if that ends up coming up a lot. Oh, ends up getting caught by the AMSB.
Had the sidestep right, but multi-hit move, keep tracking.
It's important to note that they nerfed the tracking on that move 3 separate times, and it still does that. And I think that's funny. Oh no, right back to what happened in the beginning. You know how stories always have some sort of a loop, where like the beginning somehow gets reflected at the end? It's very similar narratively. So I appreciate Lucian for his good storytelling, but unfortunately, making sure that you can actually like have like a more extensive run within the tournament might be more important. It depends on his perspective.
I mean, maybe again that was still on the winner's side, so Vocal's gonna go down to the lower side. Maybe he's just trying to make the story a little bit more interesting, but I don't know. Sometimes guaranteeing more money from the prize pool is a little bit better.
Yeah, Lucian going to be going up against Grøh, somebody that he took out of the winner's bracket. So, if anything, now it seems like we're venturing into Grøh's story. I always talk about this, that like when 2 players face up against each other for the second time in a night or in a day, and you were the one who got sent to losers the first time, assuming both players are good, the person who got sent to losers the first time is the one who's actually in the driver's seat. They're the one that has a higher advantage. going up against the person the second time in a row, because Lucian kept going in the winner's bracket, right? He didn't think about that match anymore. Why would he need to? He already won. Argraves was the one that was stewing about it and trying to figure out what he's supposed to do. So, because he's a good player, the ball is in his court, and it should make a bigger impact for him to win this match as opposed to Lucian.
I see the wisdom. That makes a lot of sense. Very interesting to think about. I guess,
Yeah, that's how I've always found it, especially when you have like grand final sets. When the person who's coming from losers, you know how often we see somebody like crush the first set? You know what I mean? Like from losers to like have it go to like a bracket reset. Like it happens so often. And then the person who's coming from winners then has the time to adapt to that. And so, because this is all under the presumption that we're talking about pretty good players that aren't just going to be like set in their ways, or there's not like some other thing that's going on, it tends to be that the players are able to like find enough information to change the course of history within a set, whether it be 2 or 3 games.
I see. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to leave you here, man, but do you feel like you'll be able to handle the rest on your own?
I will be able to survive if I get even more lucky. Konmai will come in at some point, but it's totally understandable. It is late for you. It is not late for me, and I'll be able to keep going.
Yeah, sorry to leave everybody. My throat is not what it used to be. Apparently, I don't know. I got tripped up about an hour ago, and I've been really trying to continue on, but I keep having to start and stop my words and muting to cough and stuff, and it's not a good feeling.
Yeah, no, definitely not worth it to kind of push through that. But we very much appreciate you being here, Jay. As always, your kind words and very, very insightful. I didn't want to say insightful commentary because
beard.
Yeah, insightful beard. Yeah,
great.
Your insightful beard. Much love.
Yeah.
Well, good luck on finishing. How is the Hilda run going? Are you already done?
Oh, it's so fun. I'm at A2 at the moment, and honestly, I'm not even looking to like rush it. I'm just having fun with the last character. It's very relieving. My Amy is at S2 at the moment, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Hilda to S1, and then to like finish out the entirety of the S rank runs, I'll just get Amy to S1 again, and then I'll have everybody there, and then I can stop doing this.
That sounds actually really nice.
Yeah, I think it'll be poetic, but until then, everybody, I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Have a good night. Alright, it's just me and you, and also Xephukai versus Feremuntrus in this winner's final. Alright, Zeph now going over to the Xianghua for this matchup. Very much agree with fighting Sophitia against Zasalamel is not fun. Spacing immediately, getting some 3Bs. Feremuntrus is having a hard time finding any sort of tempo or movement possible. Alright, there we go. Trying to find his spacing, getting his timing going in, finding some hits there. Sidesteps, avoids the back turn K. There's a bunch of damage off of that. Oh, a little bit wrong on the whiff punish, unfortunately. Good confirm on the counter hit, gets the low throw. Tries to guess the GI, but Zeph delays into the full crouch 3B. Really unfortunate there. Really good call out from Zeph, though. Again, Zeph just plays so smart. Ooh, okay, go. Tricking him up. Yeah, Feremuntrus again, making Feremuntrus guess in a lot of situations, and really frustrating, making him guess wrong. Oh, tries to sidestep out of the 3AB hold, but somehow it still doesn't work. I think the wall might have messed him up a little bit or something. I don't know. Going for the 2-2Bs, got him towards the ring edge of the wall. Gets the throw, but not quite the right angle. Almost dead to that, but not quite. Oh, he's trying to disrespect on Oki, and Zeph is not letting him. Zeph already up 2 rounds. Both about even meter. Neither of them have really used anything. There goes one, but Zeph backstepped out of it. Doesn't get a whiff punish, though. Very unfortunate. Okay, yeah, there we go. -14. Good punish. Excuse me, now my throat's making him things. Now all of a sudden I have to talk for 2, so of course now. Stay hydrated, folks. Drink water. Oh, no, whiffs the throw, and yep, classic 2-2B into CE punish. Pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, Zeph's really making Feremuntrus seem a little frustrated and kind of a little A little spazzled out. Not really sure what his answer, what his options need to be, and how to sort of adjust and just kind of push through that. So it's only the first game out of this best of 5. We will see what adjustments make. They're going to go straight into the stage. Honestly, yeah, I think it's sort of fine. The stage is decently good for Zas, at least in this matchup. 6-6B going so far from Xianghua. Okay, nice. Oh, tries for the big Hail Mary. Crush the K. He's got 2 curses. Very good for Feremuntrus. Nice duck on the 3 AK. Oh, he's got 3 curses now. I wasn't even counting. Run up the grab mix-up again. Spends all of them. Gets guaranteed. Is this dead? No way. Okay. Oh, the jump on the low kick. Nice. It's the GI. And good call out with the break attack against the reversal edge. Really nice. Okay, some good adjustments from Feremuntrus. Feeling a little bit more confident now. Nice, getting a better whiff punish there. Oh, nice, getting the timing. Sidestep into the 4-6B. Big damage on that using the 2-2-8 grounded. Gets the throw punish on the whiff GI, very nice. It's the counter hit, goes to the low throw again. It's back against the wall, but not much you can really do to pressure too much. Yeah, very nice. Feremuntrus again, sort of weathering out the storm. Doesn't mind taking the low hits in that situation, because he had the life lead and just needed the one poke. Slowing it down a little bit. Taking advantage. Nice call out on the duck again. B has to spend this curse to keep it safe. Oh no, he tried for it, but that is a high because of the jump. Without a curse, Zasa CE will whiff against highs. Okay, good, nice call out on the GI. Goes back. Reversal edge uses the curse cancel to make it safe. Oh, almost throws him out, but not quite. Yeah, hard situation there. Didn't want to risk throwing a 2A or sort of a low against, and sort of had to eat the mix-up from Zeph. Using the 6-6K, forcing on block. 3AK trying to press, but Zeph not letting him move after that. Bump. Nice 2A, so stuffing him, not letting him do anything afterwards. He's trying to get these steps in, but Zeph is just not letting him move. Okay, spends meter. Nice. Immediately he's trying to, I think, force this guard break here, but guesses wrong against the GI and gets a lethal hit. That's going to unfortunately not too much use out of that meter there, but Zeph is going to go in with a low guard gauge, just under 80%. It's not going to take much for Feremuntrus to be able to push it down even deeper. Yeah, immediately spinning his bar again, trying to force us in, either get curses. Gets 2 curses with the trade. Stays in the round, gets hit. Zeph just kind of poking out, not letting him. Spends a bar of his own, trying to not let his guard get broken. He wants this win. Gets the throw off the jump whiff. Goes for another throw. Tech crouches under. Oh no! He tried to CE through the string, but I think it came out just too late. And the timing was not right. Didn't have the frames. Very unfortunate. I think that was... I imagine that was the right move. I think he just... the internet and Parsec kind of came in too late. Very unfortunate. Oof. Okay, gets caught backstepping. Oh, catches catches it with a throw. My goodness. I didn't even know that was possible. Sidestep with the 2-2. I think P+K from Xianghua? Yeah. Okay, blocks the 6K or 3K. One of the others. You can never tell the difference. 6-6B trying to force it. Goes for the throw, keeping him moving. Zeph breaks. Using the 6A to keep him holding. Gets a side throw from that. My goodness. Oh, he blocks the low, but doesn't block the second hit of the string, unfortunately. Ooh, gets a lethal hit with the interrupt. Gets the side step, nice. Another curse to work with. Nice. Gets the counter hit, goes to the low throw again, puts it back to against the wall. Zax gets the throw. This is going to throw her around a little bit. 1B using the interrupt, stopping Zeph from keeping going. The 4-6B spends it, and that's going to be the round on that one. Very nice call out there. Very much as again, just weathering out the storm. Again, his damage output for Xianghua is a lot higher. He needs a lot less situations to kind of get the bar, so sometimes he just has to wait patiently for the right turn, make the great call out. Sidestep loses the throw. Uses force blocks on Oki. Good duck on the 3AK. Doesn't get the right punish, unfortunately. Just, again, sort of sitting there playing it patiently, but he's eating a lot of lows, and the damage is catching up, but messes up the wall combo from Xephukai. And the tech crouch on the 6A. A little scrambly there, unfortunate, but it worked out for Zeph in the end. They both have a lot of meter to use. Okay, Feremuntrus just spends it immediately. He whips the first hit, but blocks the rest of the string, gets a 3AK. Feremuntrus just whittling the Xephukai's health bar down. Yeah, Zeph has to spin on the bar. He's got to use this to catch up. Oh, but whips the first hit, and Feremuntrus takes advantage. Counter hit on the back step. Damage. Got a little bit of use in that soul charge, but not a whole lot. Feremuntrus really only needs one good combo. Yeah, he's going to spend his immediately. Keep his pressure going. Gets counter hit and interrupted. Again. 3B is small punish. There's a low, just willing. Zeph is almost there. Gets the throw. And mixes him up. Goes for the throw. Stance cancel on Oki. Ew, disgusting. Be the last one for Feremuntrus. He needs this win to stay in it, or will Zeph go on to Grands? Right, tries to catch him ducking on the 3A. Well, they clash, but he's... Oh, the 2-2B whiffs! Or 2-2B plus... Okay, whiffs, A plus B, whatever the move is. His back throws, yeah, kind of going to CE. Yeah. Has a law, he only needs a little bit more to build a second bar, so spending it to get as much damage as he can out of this combo makes a lot of sense. Goes to this 60 on force block. Zeph just sort of backing out. Oh, there was a whiff, but small punish. Oh no! Okay, but he doesn't spend the meter there? Oh, but doesn't need to. Throws him down in the mix-up, and it works out anyway, and Zeph will take that 3-0 fairly quickly. Very unfortunate for Feremuntrus. Feremuntrus really fighting back there hard as it kind of went on. He was really starting to make the right adjustments and getting much more comfortable in the matchup. But Zeph was counteracting that just ever so slightly enough and was just making it, keeping Feremuntrus on his toes the whole time. And boy, howdy did Feremuntrus work hard for that. But unfortunately, Xephukai is known as the Demon King around here for a reason. And so he's going to keep going on to grand finals. Feremuntrus going to sit on our lower side final, where he awaits his next challenger after we get the scores from the other matches, which they are in. So I'm going to report that. So Lucian is going to take it 2-0 over Artgraves. And then TwoSwords is going to take it 2-1 over Joe Howe. So it looks like Lucian's still keeping that matchup going in his favor. And TwoSwords... I wonder how that went. I wonder if they did maxi mirrors. I bet TwoSwords would have done it. But anyway, we still have our Matcherino. There we go. I have to spell it right before I sort of finish talking on. We're going through it. We have 17 of those codes remaining. We've used a lot. Thank you everyone so much for doing those. But if you haven't yet... Please click on that Matcherino link, sign in and create your account, and click on the blue claim code button to add 25 cents into the prize pool. Absolutely free. Matcherino is helping us with this service. This is kind of coming for them. They're helping fund our own prize pools through, again, some mysterious means. I don't know how capitalism works, so I'm not even going to try and guess. But they're doing this a whole bunch, and Matcherino is absolutely fantastic for doing that, so I can't thank them enough for being one of the coolest companies I've ever known. And again, all it requires from you is to just sign in and click a button. It takes like 20 seconds max. It's super easy. There's like zero downsides. And again, our top 30 players get a little bit of change out of it. Big shouts out to everyone who's been contributing their own money from their pocket, clicking the orange contribute button. Again, Jose Garcia with the $8, Palm Trees, Manta, Caitlin, I think there was someone else, I don't even know, putting in $5 of their own, getting us all the way up to over $30. We very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, we're only in loser semifinal. There's still plenty of time to use those codes. So if you haven't, please would implore you to do so. Thinking about some upcoming events. I know East Coast Throwdown just happened this weekend. I believe the VOD for top 4 is already on YouTube. If you look up ECT23 SoulCalibur 6, it will probably pop up and you can at least see the top 4. I do not know if how much of the bracket itself was streamed. There may be a VOD for that as well. Unfortunately, I wasn't around too much to be able to watch said tournament. But I heard it was very interesting. There's some good players that showed up, so definitely worthwhile for that. I think coming up next, I think our next big event. See, I know October. Nothing happening in November that I'm aware of, at least off the top of my head. If you know of anything, you can correct me. But I don't think there's any major events happening in November. So the next one after that has to be. Not Frosty, but NEC. No, is NEC happening in December? What's happening in December? There's something happening in December. It might be NEC, December 8th. I want to say the weekend December 8th. SoulCalibur will definitely be at that. NEC always hold it down for us. The weekend after December 8th, on the 16th, or December 9th, so the 16th. Yeah, anyway. The next weekend after that, bonus round over in Seattle will be happening, where SoulCalibur and Tekken will have their Secret Santa event, where there'll be a Secret Santa boss that the winner of brackets for Tekken and SoulCalibur will have to fight to double their prize pool. I have no clue who it could possibly be. I know that there are international players traveling both to play in bracket and to hang out. So, I mean, literally the Secret Santa could be anyone. And if I did know, I also wouldn't spoil it, but I mean, I legitimately don't know. Chapter won't tell me shit about that, and I'm glad he doesn't, because he's a good friend. Anyway, I think we're getting close also, if you haven't already, for Frosty Faustings, the friends at Vortex Gallery are hosting the side tournaments. If you're interested in hosting a side tournament for a game that you don't see on their list, you can sign up and register with them to help run the game if you plan on going. They're really great people, really easy to work with. So if there's a game that you want to see and you want to try and help run it, or you just want to help out, hit them up. Otherwise, Frosty Faustings will be happening in January. Also a great tournament over in Chicago. Am I getting that right? For some reason, I feel like I can't remember if that's right or not. But yeah, Frosty Faustings also event, but not happening until January. So lots of stuff still coming up. Get a little bit of a break, I think, through November. But yeah, there's always a lot of SoulCalibur played. And again, I think like we mentioned earlier, if you're still interested in this game or never played, this game is like on sale almost constantly because Bamco hates it. So if you want to get the game, it's always very, very cheap. Just look around for some good deals. You can get the game for like $5-10 bucks. And you just buy all the DLC characters for like less than $1 each or $1 each or whatever. And then you got the game and you're good to go. Again, netcode is a little bit annoying to deal with, but the game is very, very fun and very worthwhile. I do highly recommend it. Well, obviously, I've been hosting tournaments for like 4 years for it, so I may be slightly biased.
Yoshimitsu.
Alright, as we're getting into this. Alright, their characters are selected, so this is going to be Losers semi-final, Vocal Evolution versus TwoSwords. Did we see this earlier? Did we? No, we saw Incendiate versus TwoSwords. Zasalamel versus Butterfly Joe. No, yeah, okay, yeah. For some reason I thought we did, but anyway. Alright, so TwoSwords. Alright, yeah, again, making it a little awkward, but nice, really good timing from Vocal. Catching the backstep with a raw 3B. Okay, they both just stare at each other's faces as they ducked. Then Yoshi goes for the classic full crouch 3K, does the go for the mix again. Oh, the 4KB interrupting, nice. Ooh, good, there we go. Gets a good whiff punish from the full crouch 3K. Getting another rose, going for another attempt. Ooh, good call out on the whiff mid parry. Yeah, no escaping from that. Really good from TwoSwords. Amy getting 2 roses out of that, but losing the rounds. Not the best, but could be worse. The tech crouch on the 6A plus B transition, avoiding the 1B. Amy's health bar almost halfway gone. Oh, going for the mid parry attempt, but the league transition moves coming out fast. Yoshimitsu working on a parfait. 4KB block. No punish! and dies. That is no bueno. Not very good. Okay, gets a 2-2B goes. Gets one more rose. Yeah, keeps guessing wrong on these sort of mid parry forces in the face. I don't think so. The best option in a lot of this. Okay, goes the K option. Tries for the backsword avoid, but the 6-A+B still catches anyway. Okay, not avoiding the run-up mix, using the soul charge to get out of it. Blocked 1B, gets a nice wall raising Brave Edge punish. Okay, techs out of that. Oh, careful with the timing. There he gets the 4th rose, but it doesn't matter as the jump avoiding the puddle. 9K is going to take that final round. TwoSwords is making this really awkward for Vocal. Vocal having a hard time sort of figuring out what to do. Yeah, I mean, we saw earlier is TwoSwords is really, really much very comfortable with just sort of, again, laming out, playing the spacing game. Vocal Evolution's got to be way more careful as he sort of comes in and forces his offense and whipping stuff. Yeah, that won't be really hard when Yoshi has that transition. Where is Yoshi going with that throw? Yeah, there we go. You're trying to use the right punish there, but Yoshi just doing Yoshi things. Trying to go for the ring out instead of the rose. Doesn't quite make it, though. I guess I respect the attempt. Rings. Full crouch DK goes to the low block, but no punish. Ooh, the nice punish there. Okay. Ducks, but goes for throw punish instead. Could have gotten a rose off of that. Runs in, gets this 2-2A, and then a 3-A to stop the jump. Gets the round. Only 2 roses out of that, but takes the round. Get a decent amount of meter. This is not bad. Could be better, though. Watch the K. Go, okay, gets the low. Yeah. And he has to be much careful in this matchup. Yoshi a lot faster. Can't quite use the frames and all of the pokes to sort of stop him. So Yoshi can just interrupt or do some very tricky things. Alright, yeah, let's spend some here. Okay, gets one more rose. Sanzar eats the full crouch 3K. Breaks the throw, saves his own life. With a clash on the 6B. Oh, Aries avoids the low. Nice. There we go. Just gets one more rose. That tech crouch. Tries to enforce Oki, but Yoshi rolls out of it. And then, yeah, a little bit too much movement in his face. Just a little 3K catches it. He's got 4 roses, though, and he's only 1-to-1. So in a pretty good situation. Has a lot of meter to work with. Vocal could definitely pull this out. But again, TwoSwords playing really awkwardly, making Vocal have to think a lot. Gets the 2-2B, but it doesn't connect. It connects in the air, so it doesn't work. That one does, however. And that's going to be a ring out. If at first you don't succeed, just do it again, because why the hell not? Yeah, TwoSwords again, trying to land it out, just getting back towards the ring edge. He's got the meter, and he can use 2-2B, why not? 3AA counter hits, getting that. Gets a little bit of meter from it. Crouch 3K. Move goes so far. Oh, Amy tried to jump, that's going to splat her down right in front. It's a 3B, stays on the ground, doesn't want to deal the mix-up. Soul charge, very smart. Oh, goes to the throw, but he gets broken. Ooh, interrupt with the rose throw. Ducks in the 3B. Oh, tries to throw the rose, but the hop jumps over it. My goodness. Spending meter again just to try and stay alive, but whiffing in the 4KB from Yoshi is just such a strong punishment tool. Yeah, that was... Oof. Yeah, very rough for Evolution there. Trying to figure out sort of the counterplay and sort of adjust to it, but TwoSwords plays very awkwardly. My goodness. Sorry, type this in so we can keep this going. I'm typing things. I don't like typing and talking at the same time because it hurts my brain. Alright, good. But anyway, yeah, I mean, seeing, I think it just, a lot of it, again, is Amy can do a lot of damage, but not until she gets those roses, and just Yoshi needs less interactions, Not by a lot, but just sort of in general, and has a lot of good movement and trickier options to sort of avoid some of her mix-ups. And it was just really making it difficult for Vocal Evolution to sort of figure out how he wanted to do things and make things work. And TwoSwords was just reading right through it and just making a lot of good calls, really good spacing, a lot better punishment as well, and just winning out on the damage game overall. So it just really played out for him sort of in the end. But Evolution had a very good run, taking it out into 4th. Honestly, not too bad. No shot at the pot, unfortunately, but there's always another day. But anyway, we're going to see now, this is Losers Final between Feremuntrus and TwoSwords. So now we're going to see, and possibly a much different. No, I think we did. Okay, this one did we watch earlier? Yes, okay, this one we did watch earlier. And Feremuntrus is the reason that TwoSwords is in the lower side of the bracket, loser side of the bracket. I keep saying lower and losers interchangeably. I don't care. So much like Jay was talking about earlier, this is definitely more in TwoSwords' court to sort of see how things are going to change. Gets a good block on the full crouch 3K. That's the punish I think we were talking about earlier. Oh, wow. TwoSwords calling it out, using the back movement with the flea stance. 4KB, no punish on that. Apparently today's the day we just don't punish 4KB. Unless I'm tripping my mind and that's not minus 14. I thought it was. At least minus 12. Okay, now I have to double check. 2K again. Yeah, just a couple little pokes. Yeah, again, just TwoSwords just coming out the gate, just pressing, doing a whole bunch of wild stuff, and then gets a life lead and just sits there and just little pokes there and really changing tempo, making things very awkward. He likes to do that. He likes to keep his opponents guessing, not making him feel comfortable, and then just doing Yoshi things because Yoshi is a very, very normal character. Very standard. Doesn't tech out of the second hit of that. Runs in with the slide to home base. Suspend a mirror to keep that safe. And that again, blocks. Boom. Throw. Alright, has to spend oh, the second hit catches though. Ooh, duck on the throw. Doesn't give me a huge punish out of it. Oh, the 4KB still connects, my goodness. Okay, blocks, doesn't get hit by that. Tries to GI and a guess though because of the plus frames. Hard, risky call out with his guard so low. He's very close to a guard break. Has a lot of meter to work with. That... I don't know what that was. I'm not even going to guess. I'm just going to move on. Oh no, gets caught. Ooh, but doesn't get the right combo out of it, so doesn't get the full damage. Slaps him out of the air and gives him a curse for his troubles as well. Gets caught sidestepping. Just the Zasalamel things. Goes to the tech trap, but only gets grounded hit. Catches with the 6A, avoiding the puddle. Oh, and the slide to home base. Yoshi is safe. What baseball team would Yoshi play for? What is the name of Yoshi's baseball team? What a question. Sorry, my head is going to weird places now. Oh, jeez, wall rising B catching the sidestep. Zasalamel just cannot get any movement down whatsoever. Gets the 2-2B. Doesn't have the meter to convert it into a ring out, however, though. Alright, 2 curses on Yoshi. Not a good situation for him, but the full crouch 3K. 4-6B ring out. Oh, but the wall instead. Doesn't get the ring out. There's a back turn 2K. Alright, so there we go. Feremuntrus is in here with the win. Tries to go for the whiff punish. Not quite, though. 4KB is minus 8, it seems. Okay, I'm just a fucking idiot. I apologize. 6 camera running. There we go. Nice block. Gets that. Tries to go for the relay. It doesn't quite connect. It was just wrong aim, but the 6A was... Oh, man. That's so unfortunate. Feremuntrus got the right punish. I mean, I think it's the optimal punish anyway, and it could have rung out, but didn't quite. And then every stage is Yoshi's Island. The soul charge, or with the soul attack. You know, running the mix. Gets the duck on the throw. Very nice. Maybe gets the wall hit. Is that out? And it is. That is so fortunate for Zasalamel. Feremuntrus there. Very, very nice. 3AB counter hit. Taking the damage. Goes for the mid option. Catching guessing. I don't think Feremuntrus or TwoSwords wanted Apis be there. Feremuntrus is going to soul charge. Pull for a B punish. I believe that's the move I'm thinking of. That's -14 if I'm correct. Okay. Slide on K's. It doesn't have the right angle to get a wall though. Nice block. Gets a punish on the low. Oh, the 4-6B moves him forward and avoids the jump kick. Or the jump flip. Side step, breaks the throw. Gets caught again by the kangaroo kick. Zasalamel cannot catch a break with his big ass shoulders. Alright, Soul Charge back. Splat Yoshi in front of him. Goes for a throw on mix up. Throws again, gets it. Dabs and gets the throw by the 2-2B. Doesn't get a full one though. Rolls out of the combo. Very nice. Avoids the unblockable. Okay, full charge. Puts one curse on him. A nice whiff punish on the 4-6B. Alright, yeah, no Soul Charge back. Just don't even take that mix up. Embryo throws him in. Spends it. Tries to go for the cheapies, but TwoSwords is ready. Oh my goodness. What a guess from TwoSwords there at the end. Possibly a good reaction again. Saw the hesitation from Feremuntrus, like, oh, he's gonna go for that thing. And just immediately blocked those. Really good though. Feremuntrus having a hard time trying to get, again, TwoSwords to feel uncomfortable. Ooh, nice whiff punish. Lethal hit, getting a full combo out of that too, building all the meter, giving all the damage out. It's counter hit 3AB, going for the mid. Okay, wait, did he stuff that or no? I think he stuffed it because he doesn't have all the meter. That's so unfortunate for TwoSwords. He tried to check out for the meter, but Zos beat him out. Alright, wall rising Brave Edge. Bing, bing. Doesn't tech out of it again. This is wrong. It's a full crouch DK. Good tech crouch, avoids the throw. Tries to go for a reverse ring out. Just full for whiff punish. Oh, the 6-6B, nice, but oh, doesn't get the right combo, but gets a tech catch. So help out a bit. 3B catches him ducking. Tries to go for the avoiding the puddle. So just trying to space him out, and then uses this AA to sort of stop him. Was that 3AA? I can't remember. Just trying to do some weird stuff. Feremuntrus spinning his Soul Charge, getting some edge of the wall ring, baby. Catch. 2K, catching him again. Oh, gets the. Oh, but doesn't get the right combo out of it, unfortunately. Ooh, tries to go for whiff punish, not quite. A bit slow. Oh no! Tries to sidestep, but ends up hitting the move. 2-2B, ring out. Oh my gosh, it did carry. The camera angle on that made it look really weird, but TwoSwords was aware of it and didn't let it phase him. Very nice awareness. Runs into the 4-4B. Good block. Yeah, nice. It's a nice punish. Catches with the backstep on the lethal hit. Spinning that. It's gonna always techs out of it, avoids the damage. He's fishing. Okay, there he goes. Yeah, Zosh is backing out. Not very often do you see Zasalamel back away from the ring edge. Only one character can really make him do that. Something wrong on the mix. Low. Has the 2 bars. Gets the throw. Gets the wall combo. This is gonna suck for TwoSwords. Spends all of it. Oh no! Feremuntrus guessed that he would challenge using his I-10, but the first one whiffed and he tried to punish, but the second one hit because it moved him forward. That's so unfortunate. I hate to see it. Alright, Zasalamel sliding into home base this time. Stealing a point for the team. Throwing on the crouches, throwing the second one, getting some damage too. The tech crouch with a commando roll. Nice block. TwoSwords spinning his bar. Someone just using as much of it as he can, getting some damage in, not letting TwoSwords get anything out of this Soul Charge. Did he? Man. Well, win's a win. Anyway, we're moving on. So, Feremuntrus just got one on the board now. He's not out of this. Good block again on the low. Alright, Feremuntrus just now starting to find his tempo and his rhythm a little bit, making it a lot harder. TwoSwords struggling a lot more now than he was before. Oh, the freebie still catches the end. Ooh, the disrespect with the wake up 6K. Ooh, timing, tries to interrupt, but disrespecting. You're using the A, stopping anything. Good block. Very much, yeah, backing out a little bit. Yeah, got spin. A bit safe. Tries to punish the 4KB, but it whiffs, does not connect. Oh, strain. It almost connects. Oh, that was really good. I don't even know what that move input was, but man, that worked out really good size. So does it again. That looks so cool. Ooh, okay, good. Using the full guard KO. Nice throw. 6 USB on the Oki. The 1B gets counter hit. Very much just making it a lot more uncomfortable for TwoSwords to move where he's using his face. Getting TwoSwords getting a lot of counter hit from these horizontals, which is exactly what his game plan is. Taking the L on that one to gain all the meter. That does put Zas up 2-0. Ooh, wrong reaction to seeing the CE start up, unfortunately. That's going to be a lot of damage. Well, a decent amount. Enough to put Zas in the lead and give him a curse. Just on the 6SP on Oki, using the soul charge. He's got the meter. Ooh, nice interrupt. Making it all whiff. Techs out of that. Takes the low to avoid the rest of the hit. Nice whiff punish. Clashing on the 2A. Nice blocks, avoids the curse cancel. Oh, nice. The cancel in front of each other's faces. Good timing. And then the 2A to take it. Yeah, I think TwoSwords is getting slightly frazzled and is forgetting a couple things. Again, like we've seen two seppukus in some awkward places where he, one, literally gave up the entire game, and then the second time where he gained an extra bar that he would have already gained a bar for. So, alright, changing colors and sword a little bit, but yeah, making a little bit of his head. We're going to move now to a slightly smaller stage, definitely more in Yoshimitsu's favor, I would assume, which is, again, ironic to say because every stage is in Yoshimitsu's favor, but I would say this one a little bit more in his than Zas's. Well, we'll see how it goes. Start out with the 3A. Counter with the 6. Alright, has suspended to keep it safe. Oh, trying for something weird. Right, ducks in the low. Pretty much just eating a lot of damage, guessing wrong on these mixes. Ooh, almost gets the just frame, but okay. And again, the flip kick is just very much just not having fun. Okay, there we go. Back step still avoided this time, so side 7 gets the tech catch with the 2-2B. It's a little bit of a wall hit. Okay, tech's out. It gets the throws. Is it gonna kill? Oh, not quite. Backs away. Doesn't want to have to deal with possible wall combo and just, yeah, 2A pokes. What does the just frame do? I believe the just frame gives him like either more meter or health if you get it right. It's one or the other. I'm pretty sure it's just meter. I'll have to check. I don't even remember what the input is off the move, but it's, if you go to the horse face thing, there's probably a description in there for it. Or you can go to the move list and check, but yeah. Blocking the 3, no punish. Guessing the follow-up would be coming out of it. I'm just kind of poking with the low. Feremuntrus has all the health lead, doesn't need to force too much. Nice, using the jumpy, interrupting the other jump attack, and just wants to do the low. Ooh, okay, a little bit of a trade there. Alright, nice. Yes, not letting Yoshi do anything on approach. Nice RI on the Brave Edge string. Oh no! Gets hit temper range with that one. Going into meditation stance, gain some meter for a little bit. Nice duck on the 3AA, good awareness. Has a hard strength to react to, I swear. Trying to go in and be a cheeky, but the AA kind of stopping him. But too much movement on TwoSwords' fault. And that's going to be a straight 3-0 reversal for Feremuntrus. My goodness. That is crazy. That was not looking pretty in the beginning for Feremuntrus. But boy, did he recollect his thoughts, bring it together, and brought it all the way back where he can get his second shot now in Grand Finals versus Xephukai. Holy crap, that was nuts. Man, good stuff from Feremuntrus. Also, shouts out to TwoSwords for making it all the way, getting all the way to losers finals. He's unfortunately going to be out at 3rd place, and we'll get a little bit of taste at that prize pool. The prize pool currently sitting at $31.50. We are getting to that time, chat. There are 15 codes. We are going to be in grand finals in a second. If you have not, chat, go to that link that I just brought up in my chat, and please go use those claim codes. They're absolutely free. All you need is a Matcherino account, and the Matcher account's free and easy to make. Go in there, click that claim code button, use those remaining 15 codes, put a couple more 25 cents, a couple more dollary dues in the Matcherino, and support our top 3 players for tonight. They would appreciate it, I would appreciate it, and it would make you feel a little bit better because you're being generous. That's something we always definitely need more in our time. If you want more SoulCalibur action, don't forget that Madhouse Rumbles still runs every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Cambosa's channel. He's a regular net play tournament, so he doesn't use Parsec. And because of that, there are some regional limitations to East Coast and Midwest. But he always runs a good bracket, and it's always really fun too. So if you're interested in some more action, or you just want to try your luck, or you just want to watch, make sure to check out his channel on Mondays. He runs like 5 games now. He runs a King of Fighters on Sunday, Street Fighter on like Saturday, and like Killer Instinct on Friday or something like that, or like Thursday. Like, he runs 4 like tournaments a week now. And good on him. Glad you have the energy and time, because I ain't got that shit. I ain't gonna do that. I am much too tired and not about that life. As much as I would like to, it sounds fun, but nah, fam. Alright, so I got the players called up and we're gonna get them on there. Sorry, I'm gonna do a couple of logistical things. We're waiting for the 2 players to set up. Choir synth pads. Very tasteful in this, though. They don't sound too bad. Yeah, there's the ad for the Frosty Faustings. Yeah, October 11th was when the registration started, but the event itself, January 25th through 28th in Illinois. Just outside of Chicago, I believe. Did I tag the right people? Just double checking. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, you don't forget, yeah, SoulCalibur portal is still up. Also, yeah, shouts out to Team Faustian. Still, again, they've been not like a super direct supporter, but still a big supporter of our scene in general, both directly and indirectly. The Fat Boys still coming out here and playing, and they've been for a long time, so we always appreciate them. Shouts out to Chapter for holding it down, supporting multiple games through a lot of hardships. So yeah, shouts out to any team still supporting a SoulCalibur player in the year 2023.
I'm ready.
All right. Oh, excuse me. All right, so here we go. Grand final. This is going to be the redemption, possibly, for Feremuntrus. Not entirely sure. We'll see sort of what happens. Didn't do so well in the winners final. Started to make some adjustments, but Xephukai hard to make adjustments to because he reads your adjustments very quickly.
Hey, motherfuckers!
Sorry, there we go. Isaiah, thank you for bringing the raid. Appreciate it. You come joining us on our grand finals. Almost done here. Very much just getting a huge chunk of damage there. Alright, okay. Alright, very much just gonna come in the first round. Sorry, I was taking care of something. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to that first round. Both blocking. Okay, yeah, uses his frames, immediately trying to go for the lethal hit. Very nice. Tries to go for a punch, but somehow the first one whiffed? It was too far away, or Xianghua was tech crouching somehow? I don't even know what happened. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna spend in there. Combo doesn't have a walk when it goes into that. Okay, but doesn't really need it. Xianghua's guard bar looking horrible for her right now. Sauce up 2 bars. Getting a lot going on, and it. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, okay, there we go. Seems we had a weird connection error for a second there, but we're back. Alright, running in. Okay, nice. Gets the full crouch punish. There's the guard break and the lethal hit. Yeah. That looked like an unfortunate one for Zeph. I think he might be having some weird connection issues, but I don't know. Hard to say. We are online. Not much you can do. Oh, sidesteps a 3 AK somehow. My goodness. Okay, doesn't sidestep at that time. Sorry, I'm in this. Here goes the throw, breaks it though. Alright, there he goes. That takes the time. Oh! Oh, with a 2-2B, okay. Yeah, good call. It didn't fall for the tricky crybaby on the ground there. The one wrong side step. Zeph takes it with a 2-2B. Alright, so this B catching the move, back steps. Right, ducks into the 3AB, tries to jump to avoid with the highest catch him out. Whoa. Both of them trying something tricky, not quite falling it for. And another clash. Alright. Good confirm on the counter hit, and then the nice run up into 2-2B to CE that should kill. Yeah, pretty standard.
Just kidding.
Yeah, just a hard mix there. Still gets the whiff punish on that. My goodness, Xianghua. Jeez, instant GI. This is going to ring out? Holy hell. Oh. Okay, well, don't let Xianghua do that to you. My goodness. Sorry, I'm like watching so intently now. I'm having a hard time like keeping up myself. Okay, there we go. Gets a little bit of punish. Okay, use the full crouch DK, catch the sidestep. Okay, breaks the low throw. Trying to force Zeph into the wall, get the wall combo, but not quite working out. Getting counter hit. Okay, does the fall full crouch 3B. The jump B, making things awkward for Feremuntrus. What do you think about what the frames are after 9B unblocked for against Xianghua? I imagine it's like, I would hope it's at least like 6 or 4. Okay, Stays crouching 2A, avoids the high palm. 4 crouch 3B, 4-6B. Oh my goodness! Doesn't tech, eats the grounded hit. If Feremuntrus gets right, he's gonna take that. It's a lot of damage. Ooh, tries a GI, eats a 3B in his face for his troubles. Ooh, nice, that full crouch 3K really coming in handy, avoiding a lot of these highs and throws. Oh, guesses wrong on the stance transition. Uses a high. Not the smartest idea there. It's the 3AK, and then, yeah, another 3A for your troubles. Really, really annoying move from Xianghua to deal with. Though, surprisingly, not her most annoying move. You would think a far-reaching horizontal low is probably the worst thing to deal with. Oh, catches him using the CE. Bling.
Satisfied now?
Satisfied now. The voice actor is so good. Push him out a little bit. Yeah, Feremuntrus not wanting to have to deal too much. He's got the life lead. Trying to figure out a way. Oh, uses the hold. Oh, tries to go for a big call out there with an RGI, but dies for it. Oh, he gets a nice tech crouch using the full 2-2B. Not a full big damage punish out of it, but better than nothing. Right, getting counter hit, moving a little bit far away. The full crouch DK, avoiding throw again. Xeph just not having much fun with that. Doesn't have to spend the curse on the R reversal edge, but spends it for this combo. Gets him grounded again. Right, finishing up the string. Feremuntrus trying to interrupt and hit. Yeah, he's in a bad position using the soul charge so he can get back out of it. No punishes on these regular third Bs, but he doesn't need it as he sidesteps and gets a full punish there. I'm never a big fan of just not taking a guaranteed block punish, but sometimes if you got the read, you got the read, and then 2, when you're online, getting an I-12 punish is like the most annoying thing in the world. Actually, honestly, half the reason I stopped playing ranked is not being able to get consistent I-12 punishes. It's literally driving me insane. Alright. Doing a good job of keeping the spacing out. Doesn't quite get the ring out, but the full combo will finish him out anyway. He starts off with a perfect in this 3rd round. 4th? Yeah, that's 4th. Oh, somehow use the 2-2B and avoids the 3K. Guess is wrong on the mix of the 3A. Ooh, doesn't fall in for the retreat. He's just getting out tempoed. Alright, there we go. Changing up. Now he's getting back in. Of course, he gets blocked. Nice stagger on there. Goes with it. Sidestep, avoids it though. 4-6B catching him. 2-2A. Oh no, it gets it. Is it death? Yes, it is. Feremuntrus is playing. He's playing out of his mind right now. Doing absolutely fantastic. Xeph is really having to think and really work to sort of keep things really difficult. Nice, gets the 3AB, puts him behind, gets him against the wall. Hit him. Gets the full combo. Puts the throw. With a tech crouch and gets the lethal hit off the whiffed high. Good, a lot of damage out of that. Gets a bunch of meter off of it as well. Has 2 full bars. Okay, it's going to spend it immediately. Got it, why not use it? Feremuntrus is going to answer back with his own. It's guaranteed throw mix-up. Guesses wrong, unfortunately. Yeah, fortunate situation. And spent that meter, gets it back, but yeah, maybe... hard to say. Didn't really have much choice in that situation. Alright, he's gonna spin it off immediately again. Gonna put curses on Xianghua. Force a lot of damage, or get a lot of guard gauge. He's getting a lot of damage. Gets the throw. Just building up a little bit of chip damage. Xianghua's just 1 hit away. And runs into a 3A. Has a meter working out. That really good use of meter from Feremuntrus there. You got a lot of damage out of it. He's going to spend some more immediately. Xianghua has 2 bars. Probably going to save it mostly for some CEs. We'll see. All right. Okay, there's a soul charge. Okay, yeah, making him use up those curses. Ooh, good spacing from Feremuntrus. Gets a little bit of damage. He catches the tech with the low throw, but he breaks out of it, thankfully. Alright. Yeah, Zeph got a lot more mileage out of his soul charge than Feremuntrus did, but they're, again, not too far away in life. 2-way whiffs. He's just going for a lot of guard damage. It's going to be a tough situation for Xephukai. The 2A stuffs the 2-2B. And the 3A counter hit. And that's going to be a reset for Feremuntrus.
Was decided from the start.
Damn, alright. They're just going to straight into it. Updating the scoreboard as we're going through that. It almost gets counter hit and thrown off the edge of the ring. Ooh, okay, nice. Feremuntrus just gets kind of hit by that. A little bit sort of random neutral. Wasn't quite ready for it. Alright, yeah. Making Zeph eat a lot of the guard damage, losing all the frames. The good GI gets the leaflet. Is that out? Yeah, it's nice. Gets the repositioning. Man, Feremuntrus just has such good patience and such good understanding. My goodness. Nice duck on the 3AK. Gets a little bit of a punish and a curse. Doesn't take that time to fall for it. Oh, he hits. Caught sidestepping. Good patience. Yeah, Zeph backing off, not wanting to deal with the ring edge, but gets caught backstepping, gets lethal for his troubles. He goes for the tech catch, but just gets grounded instead. Nice duck on the throw. Okay. Blocks the CE. He's going to get one curse, though. Good block in the 9B. Okay, smart bet from Zeph. Smart bet. Oh, I thought he was out of range for that too, so he could move, but in fact he could not. Ooh, there we go. Nice call using the auto GI. Big chunk of damage for Xianghua. Yeah, back up from the ring edge. Don't deal with it. No reason to. Oh, good timing for Feremuntrus. Catches Zeph moving. Does it again. And the duck. Feremuntrus just making Zeph have to work really hard, just guessing right on a lot of these situations. Gets the throw on the punish, throws Zeph towards the wall. Little punch GI, there's it. Oh, nice, smart. Knowing that the crybaby was probably coming, so change the combo over. That was just raw, and that's a block. My goodness, Feremuntrus playing out of his mind. Maybe he saw that there was $100 put in the Matcherino. Blizzum. Damn, son. Damn, okay. We see you.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Zasalamel, wise choice.
Alright, so we're going back to the character select, collect our thoughts, regroup a little bit.
Sophitia.
Really? Well, you know.
Here I go.
I think this will be. You know, I think this is a smarter decision. I mean, obviously with the players playing, I'm not going to second guess them because they know way more than I do, but I think the Xianghua is just not working out. I think this change base is good. And typically not a really favorable matchup for Sophitia, but in the hands of Zeph, I think their tools are going to work a little bit better than what Xianghua was trying to do. Breaks the throw. Tries to go in for a Taz B, but the 6XB interrupting gets the fat lethal hit. Oh, gets the tech catch. 6A, back turn A. And just a regular A. Sophie having a hard time kind of finding the space. 6A. Right, nice punish. Ooh, nice. Gets the 6 XP whiff punish on that whiff. Ooh, tries to get for the. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Bum, bing, bada boom, bada bing. Taz B. And yeah, trying to guessing a little on the low there. Oof, that was really good call out there. Nice. Yeah, gets counter hit with the 1K. Yeah, it's gonna pepper in a little bit lows. Oh, nice. Use a good call out on the 2A. Gets lethal hit off that AUGI. Yeah, no punish on that 668 tip range. Very hard to punish if you're not careful. Pressure for the 68 gets counter hit. Tech crouching under. Yeah, very much is smart. Playing this a lot more patient now. GI 4-4B goes to the lethal hit. Soul charge. Yeah, I guess the full damage thing goes for it. The throw gets broken, goes for another throw again. Guesses wrong, that's dead. Yep. Really unfortunate. Yeah, hard situation to guess between just playing it safe or trying to interrupt something, but alright, tries to go for the whip punish. Spending meter early. I like it. Nice break on the throw. Good punish. Oh, the interrupt. The Tazby comes out so quickly on soul charge. Counter hit. Yeah, minus 12. Just gotta be careful. Okay, gets the 6K counter hit. So much is just doing a good job sort of containing in movement. Zeph being kind of careful. Trying to, oh no, but it's counter hit in the middle of that string. That was unfortunate. Oh no, the disrespect is going to get a counter hit out of that. He's trying to move back towards the ring edge to give himself an advantage. Zeph's not going to wait for it though. Smart idea though to avoid out all the rest of the soul charge. 6-6A to range. Very nice duck. Yeah, very much just playing it really easy, making it very hard for Zeph to sort of run it and force the mix up. There we go, 6 speed, gets the punish. Ooh, good awareness on the side hit, goes to the full combo. Yeah, spending some meter. Gotta be careful though, back to the ring edge. Oh, nice! Using the ASA and interrupting the middle of that string. He could have interrupted with almost anything. He was going to go for another move, but he went for that. So, ooh, really good, works out for him. So, alright, taking one game now in this reset for Zeph. Oh, no ducks in the 3B. 2 curses is dead. Yeah. Tries to go for 1-ish there, but a little bit too slow. Yeah, one of the harder parts in this matchup is just, and Sophie doesn't really get to use a lot of movement, and it's hard for her to sort of abuse a lot of the frames. Zas is kind of slow, but he's just, because his movement is containing is just so good that Sophie's, and it's really risky for her to sort of contest the frames because she doesn't get too much out of it, versus Zas just gets so much. Alright, nice punish on the 6-6B. There's only 6B. I don't believe that was the right move he wanted. Right, nice block, but no punish. Ooh, there we go. Nice. 6B. Zeph just sort of whittling down just sort of bit by bit. Doesn't break the throw. Oh, good interrupt, but it's not going to ring him out. But guesses wrong on the Oki, unfortunately, eats the throw. Feremuntrus takes up one more, going 2-1. Yeah, I just don't think it's it's just hard. It's just such a very big uphill battle for Sophie, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean I understand the attempt, but it's Xianghua might not feel comfortable right now and a little bit more difficult, but yeah. Man, Feremuntrus is playing absolutely out of his mind. Like, he's just guessing right in so many situations. It's just insane. Okay, good. Gets the whiff punish. Another 6 HP whiff punish. Another 6 HP whiff punish. Wait, 6A. Ooh, good sidestep, but no punish off of it. Okay, nice, runs in on the block, gets the throw. Zas kind of where he wants, got his back to the ring edge. Zeph again, sort of playing a little bit dangerously, but sort of back and safe. Yes, backing up a little bit. And now Zeph's with his back to the ring edge. Okay, good, nice. Nice full punish. Oh, the tech crouch, very nice on that. Really good. Whatever that move is, like full crescent arc, is really hard for Zeph to have to deal with. Not really much he can do about it. Oh, okay, good jump, but doesn't quite get a punch, just a little bit too far away. Oh, nice! Gets the interrupt with the palm. The jumping move. Spends a 50 cute safe though. No punish on the 3B. Very much is going to spend meter here. Oh no, he runs into that move. Doesn't get too much damage. Oh no, but falls to the back from 2K. Oh my. Jeez. I swear I saw that, like a slight flutter from Xianghua, and then just that time 3B, like that was. If that happened to me, I would just be like, okay, bro, I can't think of anything else like ever again because you're just in my head. Right. So low throw guarantee because the back turn. Spending meter again. Feremuntrus can seem trying to catch up and keep things going as best he can. Oh, ducks the rest of the move, but doesn't interrupt this third hit of string, and now eats a lethal hit. Yeah, good whiff, gets a punish. Nice catch on the backstep there. It's very safe. Okay, good punish. Not wanting to take the risk. And then goes to the low mix-up for the damage at the end there. Alright. So the guy coming back this. We're going all whole distance. All the way through. Each player needs one more game to take it through first place. Will Feremuntrus pull through? Or will Xephukai continue to be one of the reigning champions that he's always proven to be? Run in, slide into first base. Alright, just backing up, pressing 444, getting a small whiff punish. A counter hit though. Nice duck. Oh, a little late on the punish. Went for the reverse ring out. 3AB hold. Okay, there we go. Interrupt them timing. Stopping a little bit. Zeph seems to be picking up onto something, but Feremuntrus is adjusting as well. Almost ducked through that throw, but stepped into the last second. Knocked down by the 3AK. Tries to do something tricky to avoid the Oki, but the Great Wall mid. Catching them feet in the air. Ooh, okay, nice. Gets the side throw. Whiffs on the Oki, but no whiff punish, unfortunately. Okay, 1B gets a counter hit. Nice whiff punish. Oh, the interrupt there, getting this lethal hit off the 6K. Ooh, using the tricky, that backs. Still forget what the input of that. Someone told me before, but I forgot. The timed 3B. Avoid dying, gets the throw. Oh my crap. Holy. Oh. I'm literally. Almost literally holding my breath there. Holy shit. Feremuntrus. The cracks are starting to show. Xephukai smells the blood in the water. He's coming in for the kill. He's got the life lead. Doesn't have a full bar meter yet, but he's building towards it. All right, gets a little bit of whip punish, a little bit of damage. One curse for Feremuntrus. 2K gets the interrupt. Got spinning the soul charge so we can keep his advantage. Trying to get curses of wish though. Good block. Caution on the 2A. Okay, 6A counter hits back. 4-6B, nice sidestep. 2-2A goes to the low, hits him grounded. Alright, baby, hitting him. And that's it. Absolutely purple. Perfect spacing on that 3B.
Just kidding.
Man.
Fall in love yet?
That was nuts. Holy crap. That was a good grand finals to watch. My goodness. Absolutely insane gameplay from both players. Feremuntrus, so I don't know, something in between him getting sent down to losers from winners final and that match, he figured out something in his brain clicked and was able to bring him all the way back to very last round in a reset, and it was working well. But Xephukai, the Demon King, is just yeah, like, man, the amount, the comeback factor he can bring out, the amount of just like sheer force of will and like brain power. Like, I mean, Feremuntrus must have been burning on all cylinders for like that whole set, and just by the end it's just he'd given as much as he could give, and there just wasn't quite enough left to go for, and Xephukai just had that little bit left more and was able to pull through. But it was just, oh man, I mean, kind of heartbreaking, but also like kind of cool to watch at the same time. But I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, congratulations to Xephukai taking another first place here at WNF for episode 42. Feremuntrus coming in second, and TwoSwords in third. GG's to all the players, and thank you all so much for coming out. If you haven't, the Matcherino still has some codes remaining. There are 10 codes I see you using. So if you haven't done so, again, chat, there's only 10 codes remaining. It means I only need 2 of you to go click on, or 10 of you, 10 of you to go click on that link, sign in, and click the claim code button. If we could do that in the next like 10 minutes before I have to close this off, I'd very much appreciate it. Big shouts out to everyone who put in money. Big shout out to Blizzum Elite for putting in a whole $100. Players very much appreciate that. Jose Garcia, Palm Trees, Manta, Kaylin, everyone else who sort of did it. Gosu for putting in $4. Very much. Thank you very, very, very much. But yeah, still a little time left to use those codes. So if you haven't yet, please do so. But yeah, that was man, that was insane. That was, holy crap. Yeah, that grand finals was I don't know, man. That was just getting into some stuff for like, I don't know, that's it's a little bit too big brain for me. I was having trouble keeping up. But man, was it fun to watch, and I'm glad I got to see it. So thank you all so much. Big shouts out to everyone for coming out here to watch as well. Thanks to my other commentator who helped me out for most of the night, Jay. Very much appreciate it. Always fun to commentate with. Funny guy, really good insight. So yeah, I like having that. But yeah, oh yeah, sorry, the East Coast Throwdown ad still on there. I mean, it's a cool ad, but yeah, East Coast Throwdown is unfortunately over. That was this past weekend, but I believe the VODs already up. I think SoulCalibur, I know SoulCalibur Top 4 was uploaded to YouTube, but you'll have to check. You have to check sort of the rest of it. But I know there's just somewhere up there so you can. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna see how that's going. Anyway, yeah, there's not much sort of else to say. I believe. And next event I believe is NEC December 9th. And then after that, bonus round December 16th. Frosty Faustings in January. What's the one that happens in February? Winter Showdown? I want to say it's Winter Brawl. Not Winter Showdown, Winter Brawl, something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, still a couple events coming up. But I think in November, there's going to be a slight pause. But I'll still be running these brackets, and every Wednesday night. If you're interested in joining us, I recommend following me on Twitter if you can. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm reading things as I'm going through stuff. But yeah, I recommend following me on Twitter at Bigpapachunk, or you can also follow the NorCalibur account as well. And I try and retweet the bracket link as soon as it goes up. It usually goes live on Tuesdays, just FYI. You can also go into the Start GG page through the bracket link. And you can join the WNF Discord server, which I run this event out of, where I also post the link there. And there's also some information on how we use Parsec, how to set it up, and some things like that if you have any questions, because I imagine a lot of people may have not used Parsec before. It's easier than you think, but it is a little different. It's a little strange. So you'll definitely want to check it out first. But yeah, bracket is free to enter, and it's open to anyone so long as your connection's good enough for you to my servers. Then you get to play and get your chance and a shot at glory. But as you can just witness and see tonight, it ain't easy. So bless you brave souls for coming out every week and trying, because yeah, man, it's some stuff. But anyway, yeah, so thank you all very much. I wasn't here for the start. Why did Jimmy get TQ? Yeah, he unfortunately something came up, so he wasn't able to play. Unfortunate, but it happens. All right, anyway, so thank you all very much for coming out. I am going to, let's see. Oh, nope, they are not streaming anymore, so they're out. There you go. Could go raid I'm gonna go raid actually the LevelUp channel. We haven't given this a love. LevelUp again. Shouts out to LevelUp Live for hosting and having WNF in the first place. None of this would have been here without them. So they're also a pretty big production company as well. So again, thank you very much, and I very much appreciate it. So shouts out. So we'll go raid them. They're finishing up some of their stuff. Oh, that's not the right button. For Capcom Pro Tour. So if you want to go watch some Street Fighter 6, you can stay in and watch for that. I think they're somewhere in their finals probably. But anyway, yeah. So, again, thanks everyone for coming out. I very much appreciate it. Congratulations to our top 3 players. If you're interested in joining, again, pay attention to my Twitter, or you can join the WNF Discord for next week. Other than that, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your week, great rest of your night. Stay safe, be kind. And yeah, bye-bye. See y'all later.